Welcome to On My Drink with Charleen and Ellie. Our podcast is a group chat between your best friends, the girls' bathroom on a night out where you spill all the gossip on relationship dilemmas and life. We are, I was going to say, we're coming to you live. What? No, we're not. We're coming to you not live, obviously.
live.
It's a fucking podcast. But if you're a return listener, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the chats to where we just spill everything basically.
Mm-hmm.
And talk shite.
It's like your weekly therapy.
Your weekly, yeah.
Your weekly hangout with the gal pals.
Yeah, I hope that our podcast is like, well, actually, I love Tana and Brooke's podcast.
Love.
I hope that we can give that feeling when I listen to that.
Yeah.
To someone else.
Just listening, and even if you're not really like actually listening to the conversation, it's just nice to have some like if you're getting ready
Going
or
to
like
sleep.
driving. Like it's just something to make you not feel alone.
You just feel like a comfort. It's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like, remember Sean and Carly's podcast? I listened to every episode 3 times.
To fall asleep.
They used to put me to sleep like so well.
It's like maybe because it's a familiar.
Because I knew, because I know them like as
familiar
well.
voice.
Love
it.
I'm like I'd say I'm the top fan of their podcast.
Yeah.
We listen to it. You can also now watch the podcast too. We have a lovely camera in front of us.
Hey, yeah.
They are live every Thursday
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube, so you can watch us there as well and see us and watch us on the telly.
Woo!
I don't think I've watched it on. I have watched it on telly already.
Yeah, I put
Me
on
and Dana put it on
gas.
of our episode. On this week's episode, we are joined by Erin and Taylor McGregor. We chatted about their mother-daughter relationship, going on the likes of brand trips together.
Yeah, how
Which
fun.
I can't imagine going with my mom.
I know, yeah.
But Erin is like the coolest
Yeah,
ever, I
love
feel. Both of their careers and how they manage hate on social media and so much more. So we hope you enjoy.
Today on the podcast, we are delighted to be joined by the beautiful Erin and Taylor McGregor. Welcome
to On My Drink.
We're so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh,
We've never had
thanks for having us.
a mammy and a daughter duo.
No,
This
we've
is
had
fun.
your
For
mom
fun.
and you,
Yeah.
but not interviewing them.
No,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
This is fun.
Was your mum on it?
Siobhan.
Yeah.
God love her. She's just giving me
That one.
death the whole time.
Was
I
she?
think. Yeah.
I love her.
Telling
God,
all the
love her.
stories
So
about Ellie's
cute.
childhood.
Yeah.
But you look like sisters, to be honest.
You really do.
You really do. Erin, you were quite young having Taylor, weren't you? Like, there's like not much.
18, 19. Yeah, I was 18 pregnant and just gone 19 having her. So pretty young, a baby.
Yeah, still grown.
What was that like
She's
having
still a baby.
a kid that young?
It was real like shell shock. I think like Taylor's 24 now this year.
24.
So I had a 5-year-old at Taylor's age. So it's
Mad.
And I think of me at 18, I'm like, oh my
couldn't
God, I was
know.
a baby. Like,
she just be saying things and I'm like, I had a 5-year-old at your age. Like,
yeah.
I
That's
looked
not my
after
fault.
you.
That's not my fault.
Yeah, I was shell shocked. It's very difficult. I
Is
think
it? Like, how did you navigate life at that? Like you look at Taylor now, 24, and going out, and like,
Still get my life together.
was there stuff when you were Taylor's age that you obviously couldn't do because you had Taylor at that time?
I think when you're young, you're real naive. Like you
Really?
really don't think of these things. Like you look at your ma and you
Yeah.
think "Oh, she hasn't a clue," or what they say. You know, they'll try and give you advice, or you think you're gonna stay with the same fella for the rest of your life, and you think that your parents haven't a clue, but they really do have a clue because they
Yeah.
can see things. I'm not saying that's like that for everybody. Some people are lucky and they do get to stay together, but I think now as an older parent looking back, I'm like, I guess their sadness for me having a baby so young was my life was stopping.
Okay.
Your whole life changes.
Yeah.
It's not about you. Like I see Taylor going to our festivals or worrying about what she has to wear or like spending all our wages and having no money till next month and like wanting to lend money. Like I didn't have those
Yes.
opportunities. I didn't have that freedom to like go away and not have to worry about who was going to look after Taylor.
Mm.
So I feel that, I suppose, that is the cons of having a baby so young.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your whole life, your whole goal of being free is taken away from you.
Yeah.
But then I suppose the pro is I
grew up together.
Yeah, but I was very motivated. So I was very career driven even as a young girl. Like I wasn't finished my hairdressing career. So when Taylor was 3 months old, I went back to work to finish that off. And it was very difficult. Like I used to bring her with me, like even doing like freelance hairdressing. She was always with me. Like I'd
All the
forget that.
time.
Yeah. And I remember like one of me clients meeting me maybe like a few years ago and be like, I remember her being brought with you everywhere, like sitting there eating our cereal while you were working. So I guess I knew I was responsible for her from a very young age. And as heavy as that was on my shoulders, that I suppose made me.
Yeah.
Because it was my job to look after Taylor. It was my job to get her school uniforms and her school books and get her to dancing. And she always came first. But I suppose there's moments even now as a parent where I'm like, oh my God, when is it about me?
Yeah.
Like I remember someone saying like laughing and joking when I got pregnant on Harry, because obviously then I became a parent much later in life, like a huge gap.
I was like 16, 17.
16,
So I
yeah.
was like, ground.
Yeah.
I
And-
was devastated.
Were you?
Were you?
Devastated.
Not an only
I
child anymore.
cried my eyes out.
Do you remember
Really?
telling Taylor you were pregnant on Harry?
Oh yeah, she was still sitting on the toilet.
Stop.
She was still sitting on the toilet.
I kind of went a bit into shock.
I left
Did
the house.
you?
Yeah.
I left the house and I was like, no. I was the only grandchild as well for 16 years, and then my
Wow.
whole life came crashing down. But I felt
Yeah.
Dramatic
I
moment.
love
Like you're grown up, yeah.
But it's the
I
same
nearly had
reaction.
you at that age. Come on.
Yeah, it's when you tell a small kid though as well they're getting a sibling. It's the same reaction.
Yeah.
No,
So
like
it's
I
the
was
same,
16
even
years
16.
of age and crying my eyes out. Like literally, I had to
But
get
it's
off
fair,
the Lewis.
though.
Remember, I was getting on the Lewis. We were going to Vegas in a few weeks. We were all going in family day shopping, and I was like, I'm not going with you. So I got on the Lewis, got like 2 stops down. I was hyperventilating on the Lewis, and I had to get off. Now I love him.
So
like,
there
my
you go.
son,
I know at
but-
the time you're so used to it just being you and
Yeah,
having
I
everyone
was the
just for
main
you.
focus for
You were-
16 years,
Wow.
and then
Yeah,
boom, everything was changing.
yeah.
There you go. Now, both of my pregnancies, first one was a teen pregnancy, unmarried mother that I hid and knew I was going to get into trouble. And the second one was my teenager storming out and not talking to me. So I'm like,
I don't think I talked
congratulations.
to her for about a week. I went into school and I was crying. And I was, yeah, I would not speak to her. I think I actually stayed with my dad for a while because I just could not face it.
No.
Ruining my life.
That's not good for pregnancy hormones.
no.
I'd be up to
She's the
all.
worst pregnant person ever. I remember after
was
Harry, she
very
was talking
sick.
about
Were
having
you?
another one, and I was like, please, God, I will literally move out if she got pregnant again.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
Did you
very-
not like being
pregnancy's
pregnant?
very different.
Yeah.
No.
No, I was violently ill on Taylor, but I think like I always remember getting the bus and I'd have to get off the bus stop and get sick and then get back on the bus because it was Cork Street at the time. It was really narrow, right? And you
Yeah.
used to get the bus in to me job
Yeah.
and the traffic would be that bad that by the time I'd got to the next bus stop, the bus would be back again and I'd have to get on. I think Harry was much more difficult. Like I had to be medicated on Harry. I think for me, having a boy, the sickness was way worse.
Really?
Sometimes
They always say about boys.
Yeah.
Do
have
they?
those
Like,
sickness,
yeah.
Yeah.
Do they say they're different being a boy and a girl? Like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the girl takes your beauty.
Yeah, you're meant to be glowing
Yeah,
more on a boy,
Grown
isn't it?
more
Yeah.
than a boy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think I glow on any of my
I don't think you- yeah, I don't.
Not when
think
you're
you
feeling that
do
sick,
at all.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
it-
Were you
it
just
was
puking a lot?
puking. I constantly felt nauseous.
She swelled. I remember there's a picture just
I
of
hold
all of us
fluid.
just after you had Harry, and her face is like that size, and I was like, "This."
I
doesn't
love
even
when
look
people
like you.
get all puffy. Though. Did you ever see Kim Kardashian's face when she's
Oh
pregnant?
my
Oh
God,
no!
I
I think
no,
it looks
you're
so
gonna
nice.
see-
I think it looks
People are like, oh my God, Erin McGregor has filler. And I'm like, no, I'm just it's not filler. Everyone's obsessed with the fact that they think I
Yeah,
have
we
filler
just
in my
have
face.
real puffy cheeks. Like
Yeah, I
when
hold
I
it.
smile, my
Natural
cheeks
filler,
just go
love that.
up.
Yeah.
No, I hate it.
No, I
Hate it.
love.
Like, how do I?
I
get
used
rid
to
of
hate that when I was younger as well because I was like, oh, I thought they were
Like,
so cheeks.
I
but
think
they're
they're
not.
really
Like,
cute. Little
yeah.
chubby cheek.
Little button cheek.
Yeah.
So cute.
Wait, they start dropping, girls.
Oh,
Oh, no,
And the
don't.
cheeks start going down like this.
no, no, no.
I'll be getting a facelift when I'm at a certain age. Honestly, see Kris Jenner's one that had me convinced. When
Did she get a
one-
facelift?
She got one done. It was in one of the episodes, I think.
I think she's had 2.
She had,
Has she?
yeah.
I'd say so, yeah.
They literally just take the skin off your face and just pull it.
Pull it back.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if one day you see me and I'm look like I'm suctioned, that is why.
Love
Like,
it.
that's the look that I literally want.
Love.
Erin, go back to your hairdressing career. So did you do that up until Harry, or were you still going after that?
Up until Harry.
Sorry.
So after Harry, I think it's so funny because my clients literally were like my second family. So
I
they
know.
would have been like, they would have been with me through a lot.
Yeah.
They would have been with me through tailor. Then I moved to a local salon in Crumlin, and some of them then came with me when I freelanced. They would have like the breakups of the dramatic boyfriends that I had, the engagement that I had before Terry. Like they saw an awful lot. I grew up with an awful lot of my clients, and they became very close to me.
Mhm.
Still are some friends.
Yeah, yeah. So when I had Harry, like I remember like people nearly knocking on my door, being like, "Are you coming back?
Yeah, you do my roots.
Are you coming back?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
And I think I might have done a few hairs after Harry.
Yeah, I think you were in between. I think you had done like 2 or 3. Maybe.
Yeah, but like probably me ma and me aunties, ones that like just could not let me go. And
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, just have to let me go. And then I just like
I just won't
stayed.
let anyone else cut my hair now, though.
Yeah, you were only
She's
saying
the
that to
only
me.
person that
Yeah,
can
that
cut my
you'll
hair
let-
properly.
yeah.
I'll go get my colour done somewhere else, but I will not let anyone cut my hair.
Cut your hair.
No.
It's very hard to let go of your hairdresser.
Yeah, do you feel like
Yeah.
it's always in you? Like, would you be, you could be anywhere, but would you like notice someone's hair, or like would there be little things that bring
I'll
the hairdresser
always
back
notice.
out in you?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
the first thing I see.
Is
First
it?
thing my eye will be
Really?
drawn to is your hair, of
Don't
course.
look at me today, Erin. Okay.
No, well, no,
We all got slick back.
It's-
vibes.
yeah,
I'm like, I was like, "Oh, we're
Thank
back
God
in."
for that. Yeah, it's one thing I'll always notice is
Yeah.
hair because I'm doing this since
It's your
I was
job, yeah.
15.
Yeah.
It'd be like you with
feel-
makeup though, like you would
something
probably
that-
notice something straight away. on
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
Yeah.
So did you finish out school, or how was school for you?
No, I told my mum that I was going to leave. I
Yeah.
thought I'd never leave and grow up and be a hairdresser because I thought I'd never get into the big bad world.
Yeah.
Now, if I could like give anyone advice, I'd be like, stay in school.
Really? Yeah.
Stay in
Yeah.
school. Listen to your parents. I mean, it's not what you want to hear when you're 18 or
No.
19.
No.
But even with Taylor, like I'm trying to give her advice and I'm like, oh, she's not listening to it.
Learn themselves.
I'll be ready
really.
when I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, yeah.
When do you think that will be? Just asking for a
You're
friend.
only getting ready now.
Yeah, you do definitely change. You do. But where were we going there with the hairdressing thing? Oh, Harry.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
after Harry, then Dancing with the Stars came up, you see.
Oh.
So that's how I
yes.
transitioned from, I was actually opening my own salon.
Oh, stop it.
So when I was pregnant on Harry, they call it nesting, I suppose,
Yeah.
right? But for me, it was about trying to set up this company. I suppose getting pregnant on Harry brought up a lot of fears of what it was like for me with Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously I was a single parent. I was on my own. Financially, I was, she was reliant on me. So when I got pregnant on Harry, I felt like I need to get all my eggs into a basket and we need to set up everything. And I was like, okay,
Kind of in preparation, nearly. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I look back now and I'm like, what were you thinking? But that's clearly what I was thinking.
So,
Let's
yeah,
open a
nest-
salon,
yeah,
nesting
yeah.
into like a business, and let's open a salon. And we ended up leasing a like building for like 5 years that didn't become a hair salon. Yeah, yeah. But I was determined. I was like, no, we're going to do that. And then when I had Harry, I literally was so in love with him. And it was so, it was like this full circle moment of like, I had Taylor, I had the boyfriend, everything, the puzzles.
calmness.
Yeah, the puzzle just fitted all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was just perfect.
It
Like,
was
yeah.
just perfect.
Ah.
Everything had settled down. Everything was where it was supposed to be. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to stay here with him now. Now he was colic and reflux like Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Two cry babies. And I'm like, I'm not going to get a colic baby again. But I did. So I literally lay with him on my chest for like about a good 6 to 8 months just at home. And then the call came, I think it was over a year old for Dancing with the Stars. And that's
Sure.
how I transitioned. Well, obviously, my brother being a superstar in the middle of all that kind of
Yeah.
changed the course for everything and everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just how things unfolded.
Mad.
Wow. How did you find Dancing with the Stars? It's meant to be intense.
Oh, I was.
Why are
leaving
you on
a
it
few
this year?
times,
Have
like-
you been
What
asked?
did you-
No, I can't. I have 2 left feet. I wouldn't do it.
I would love
literally-
to do
I
it.
would
If
do
I
it.
got asked,
Yeah.
no,
If I
if
got
I,
asked, I'd do
I
it,
would
yeah.
not
Would
do
you?
it.
Yeah, I'd love
Yeah.
to do it.
No.
Challengers. I feel like it'd be a real challenge.
I'd
like,
be booted.
I
out
feel like I
of
know majority on the thing.
Not anymore. It's all new. They're all new
Is it?
people. Yeah, there's not even one person I know anymore on it.
is there not?
Yeah.
Has it changed a lot since you were on it?
Well, as in the dancers.
People.
the
Yeah, yeah.
professionals, yeah. The format hasn't changed. It's an amazing experience.
Is it?
Is it?
But it was difficult because
Hard.
it was
Tough.
No, it wasn't the dancing part. I always wanted to be a dancer.
Yeah,
So if
because
I
you do
could go-
panto and all, so you're
Yeah.
well able.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if I could go back
yeah.
as a young child, I probably would have done.
Oh, it made me want to do ballroom.
Yeah.
Just watching.
Really?
Even though
And
I was like,
costumes
my
and all.
dancer, like, life was polar opposite to ballroom. Like, I was a freestyle dancer, so it was crazy high.
my God.
Oh
like-
yeah, we were freestyle dancing in the halls in Ibiza, weren't we?
Oh, yeah, doing tumbles and kicks and the split.
Black and blue. We came
No, I
home.
came home and I had just bruises all up my legs, and I was
The two
like,
of us setting up the phone, doing tumbles down the hall.
Oh
What are we doing? I was like, look at me, Taylor. Are you proud of me? She's
There was
like, "What are
all
you
my
doing?"
thousands of
Yeah,
euro
yeah,
in
yeah.
freestyle
Into
dancing.
that.
Yeah, wasted my
Spent in the
money.
halls.
we were in the
There
middle of
it
a
is.
nightclub, and Ellie was like, do the splits, and I was like,
Okay,
Oh yeah, I was there. I saw it.
and I was like, literally, I went down, I went straight back up because I was like, if I go down, I'm not
Black
coming back
and
up.
blue we were.
God, I always
what
wanted to do
happened
freestyle when I was
I
younger.
know, yeah.
I'm like, I can't even touch my toes.
I
I
kind
seen
of
it.
don't understand it as dancing though. Explain it to me.
Honestly, I actually
The,
don't
the
even know. I feel like
running all around
Yeah,
the
and the
room.
dragging
looks
of the feet. Is that
a
unbelievable.
drag
sure?
one.
Yeah.
I mean, like, my toes were quite flexible. Probably the only thing that was flexible in my body because I wasn't that.
You
I was
literally
more
have
of
to
a
do
dancer. Yeah, I was more of a dancer than flexibility though. Like, I
Really?
wasn't.
Okay.
I had rhythm. I don't anymore. Don't know where
you
it's
do, you
from.
do,
No,
you
God,
do.
no.
Move over.
I'm always getting slagged for dancing on a night.
No.
Oh my God, no.
And yeah, I seen a program or something, and
You wanted to join for a long time, and I was like, no, because I'm like a dance mom. And I
Yeah.
knew I'd be
Yeah.
a dance mom, and then
she's like,
I
we
was
won't
like,
be doing every competition. Like, no.
because it's
you won't be
really
doing it.
expensive.
Yeah.
The
It
costumes and
really
all,
is
not even-
yeah.
expensive.
And she couldn't stone for the life of her. Like, stone a
So
costume.
stone is.
You have to
is-
stone
is a
yourself?
cost. Well,
Wait,
yes.
you can pay someone to get it done. Well, you get a costume plain, and then
Okay.
someone else will stone it.
Oh.
Or else, if most mas did stone themselves, stone all fairness.
I have this
lot of
page on
time.
Instagram, and
hours.
it's somebody who makes the outfits for freestyle dancing, and I already have a dress picked for my 30th birthday that I'm wearing from. Would it be like me covered in Swarovskis, feathers, the whole lot? Yeah. That's a bit me now. See the outfits and all. I'd love to do it just to wear the outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
and the ponies and all.
Oh, the
Is your
hair.
head
I feel like we
and-
got an inspo from like Beyonce or something for one of my dance competitions.
Yeah, it was like latex or something. wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, this sweat was.
But was it
No.
tough, like physically, like
Oh
it
yeah.
looked so
like,
hard, flinging it. You're literally
Sure,
like
you
an
seen me after
elastic
Ibiza, the bruises that I had. Like, I'd
It was
literally,
like that
I
at the
broke
time.
my toe 2 weeks before a big dance competition. Remember DK?
Did you not like do something to your elbows?
Yeah,
well
no,
at
that
one
was a
point?
different one. But I broke my toe, and I'm not messing. Like, my toes probably never went back to normal. It's that fast.
Oh.
And I danced on it 2 weeks later, and I was
Ow.
like, man, fine.
We'll
You just have to power
You
through.
just have,
just go.
yeah, any athlete.
I
It's
you're-
broke-
very social
Yeah.
for the kids, though.
Yeah.
It's more of a social thing, really,
But
like the
even then-
competitions and all.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, people would like, get in with other dance groups and all to like, it's very political.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very political. Like, you
Right.
have to know the judges, and I was just, I'm doing it because I like
You
it,
love
not
it,
because
yeah.
I want to make friends. That's terrible. But like, I wasn't doing it to just get out there. So
Yeah.
I felt like when I got older, I was never winning because I wasn't that person to go over and be friends with everyone
Okay.
or like make friends with the judges, even when I knew I should be winning and other
Yeah.
people knew. But
That's
everyone,
just you being real, because you're not going to start licking the judges.
yeah,
arse.
like
Yeah,
I
you
don't
did it
know.
for the
you,
love
like,
of dancing.
if they're
Yeah.
from England, I'm never gonna see you.
Yeah,
again.
like, what
like
are
I
you-
loved what I
yeah.
was doing, and when I got older, I was like, this is just knocking me down, my confidence down. When I'm just trying to do something that I love, so I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not doing
That's
this anymore. I had to
true.
take a step back.
How old were you when you stopped?
18.
Were you?
Yeah, I was 18. Yeah.
So you start to put your worth in like where you're ranking in a
Yeah,
like,
and it's
placement.
like, it's just my confidence was
Yeah.
literally on the floor. I think I was
Yeah.
going through like a bad breakup as well, and I was like, I can't. I need to step away from this, or else I'm literally gonna be the lowest I've ever been. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was actually really bad when I kind of decided to leave. I didn't even tell anyone. I just stopped
Stopped
showing
going?
up. Just stopped showing up to dancing.
Aw.
Has anyone watched the Dallas
Yes.
Cowgirl?
Sorry, if they took one look at me, they'd be like, get out the door. Like,
I don't even meet the height requirements.
But
What
it's
is the
not even
height?
that, like,
I think it's like 5 something, 5,
I'm 5'4", so
4, 5, 5. I
Oh.
think.
but
Yeah.
it's a confidence thing. I think that's what people, it can either make you or break you. So I think
100%.
so Taylor would actually work better with some criticism. So she
Okay.
kind of proves, if I would give out to her and say she didn't do amazing on the dance floor, and I'd
change
be,
I
she would be
remember
like,
specifically one competition. I came off the dance floor and she was like, "That was shit," and I was like, okay. went off, cried, and then I think I danced my final, got into the final, and I won, and I literally threw the trophy at and was like,
But that's what you needed though, probably at
Yeah.
the time to
That probably
to get
gave you the
that.
like in
yeah.
your face, and literally just walked off.
So Taylor, and I
Wow.
remember then trying to change my approach at one time, going, okay, let's try and like be motivational and
Yeah.
like tell her she's amazing, and then she didn't get placed, and I'm like,
It's not working.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
some people work
yeah.
Better.
better
Yeah.
with like constructive criticism or a bit harder.
Yeah.
I don't work under that. I work
I
with
think I'm the
motivation.
I think it depends though, like, because like only for so long can you be told this needs to change and this needs
Yeah.
to change until you're like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Fuck
stop.
off. Like,
Like I feel like at the start maybe that's okay, but then when you get to a certain point, you're like, all right, now you're just being mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I find it very hard to take constructive criticism as.
I think I take it worse
I
now
take it
as
like,
I'm
oh my
older.
God, you hate me.
Yeah, I
I'm like,
take it worse now that I'm older than I did when
Yeah.
I was a
I think
kid.
it's when your frontal lobe forms and all that. Like things just are just different. I felt like the second I turned 25, I was like, wait, what's going on?
It all makes sense. now,
Yeah.
like, see?
When you turn 35 and 40, and it's like all the things that you think right now
Are the big
is
thing.
completely different when
Yeah.
you get older.
Mm.
It just changes everything, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
things that I thought of are like.
Yeah.
I remember being out with my friends, and my newer friend, say of 10 years, was in the company of a childhood friend, and she was telling stories the childhood friend was. And I was like, I don't even remember that. And my newer friend of 10 years was like, sounds like a completely different Erin. I was like,
yeah.
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it can just
completely
change.
changes.
Yeah.
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 No, I can
I
imagine.
think a lot of things change, isn't it? Like all your morals, values, like everything.
Everything.
I feel like though I've
things.
learned that a lot younger than you did. Like my family is me friends, and I
Yeah.
feel like you didn't learn that for a long time.
Yeah, probably friends were a
Yeah,
huge
your priority, whereas my family's my priority now,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
like my friends who I'm friends with, probably like less than a handful I'm
Yeah.
friends with since I'm
Yeah.
in primary school, like literally since junior infants, and they've been there my whole life. So
Like
I think-
small but strong.
Yeah, I
circle,
think that
like.
does come with age though as well. Like I've definitely over the and I've said it on the podcast before
Mhm.
how much like family is like number one for me. For
Yeah.
like, and that's not never to say we've talked about it before. It's never to say that like your friends aren't a priority to you.
Yeah.
But like, if I'd have the choice of like hanging around with my little cute mommy and daddy, like over doing something that I can
Yeah.
do any other time, like I'm really starting to value the age of my parents now, and that's how I know I'm getting older. Because I'd be
You're
thinking
very
of,
old soul. Like, what
I
is-
think
how
it's the
old are
country
you?
in me. Like,
Yeah.
I
How
really
old are
are
you?
28.
Like, you are very old soul. What I would consider as an old soul.
Yeah.
Like, 28 is still pretty young for you to even think like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Do
know.
you think like that, Charlene? Not as
No,
much.
I would value my
You're only
family
a spring
and friends the
chicken.
same, I feel like. But I wouldn't, if I had two offers there, I don't know, I wouldn't think of like maybe what you think of.
Yeah,
saying
I'm
that
thinking
they're-
like, oh god, my mum and dad, like, and like, or like little things that my dad would say to me to play on my mind for ages, like little small. He asked me to do something for him last night, and like it's playing on my mind all day. Like,
yeah,
I'd
I'd be
thinking,
a
oh
bit
god,
more like that than I was.
yeah, would
Because I
you?
used to, now that I moved out like a year ago, but like I actually want to spend time with them more.
Yeah.
Whereas when I lived there, I was like, I just
Couldn't
wanted
get
my
out
own
Oh
place.
yeah.
And that's normal. Like, and whereas now I go because I want to see.
Yeah,
Not 'cause
like I
I'm
remember
forced to hang around with
hating,
them. Like.
I remember hating my mum.
Did you?
Oh my, yeah.
oh yeah,
and
we
she'd tell you
went through a
that. Yeah,
stage.
hate.
When? Because I don't remember this stage.
Erin's
Like,
like,
wait.
you remember that? I don't.
I
yeah.
vaguely
Yeah.
remember.
Wow.
Yeah, I literally I
I
moved
think
into my
every daughter
nanny's for
goes through
like
it. Did you?
a year, and then we
She didn't like
You
being
think you-
told what to do.
and then I
Yeah.
came home, and we've actually haven't fought really since. I don't think when I.
But
went
like
home.
I hated my mum for telling me to come home. Like, do you know what I mean? Like stupid shit. I vividly remember like out drinking in a park or something, and I'd see the phone lighting up, ringing, and she'd be texting me, "Why aren't you answering?" I'd look at the phone ringing and just put it down.
No, see,
The
I
woman
was
just
never
wants to
that
know I'm
child, though,
alive.
because I was a
Oh, I
dancer.
was.
I was like, yeah,
No.
like probably like once or twice, like in my teenage years. But I like.
I was a
She
torment.
thinks I was bad, but I actually wasn't, because I just
No.
danced the whole week and
Yeah.
the whole weekend. Like if I wasn't dancing, I had a competition.
But that was
Yeah.
probably good for you.
So
that
you weren't
had
out
something,
and
about
and
yeah.
all.
To
And
focus
she thinks
on.
I was the most troublesome kid.
Yeah.
My ma thinks I was strict, but I don't
You were
think-
strict.
I don't think I was that strict.
No.
I
think
didn't have
could
my
have
first,
been.
well, my first like proper drink until I was 18. Like she would
Did
not
you
let me
not?
have one drink, not one
No.
single drink of
Not a
espresso.
sip of
No,
anything.
not a sip.
Me.
Nope.
No.
Love
Never.
that.
Done,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
love that.
You kept your pledge.
And I was 15.
Oh no, I
you're
didn't
gulling-
keep it.
Oh,
Sculling naggins
Just not
in
on
the
front
park.
of the bar.
Oh.
I didn't have my
I thought you
drink
literally
on front
didn't.
No. But like I
Have
would
it.
never go out
Yeah.
and get drunk or like
Drink in the park.
I never drank in a park
Did you
until
not?
like probably 1 or 2 drinks.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it wouldn't
Yeah.
have been like I was getting blackout drunk. I think I probably got blackout drunk once and I was nearly 18. So like
You
she
were like,
still
it's okay,
grounded
you're
me and I
basically-
still
yeah,
got
yeah.
into shit. But yeah, I never.
I think when you're rearing a child on your own, you can overcompensate. So
Yeah.
there's probably certain things where I felt that she maybe was missing out on, and I overcompensated, or maybe I feel that I didn't instill certain things into her. Like even now, I'd probably have maybe regrets of things that I didn't do, or I could have done better, or I say, you know, I didn't do a great job there. I was still very young. Like
Oh,
I
she
was
calls me
very,
spoiled and I'm like, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
You
very
get
to
young.
TikTok,
what I
you
wanted
were
still
every
learning.
time.
I was
mean?
still learning.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like
Yeah.
I used to sit on the sofa, and I'd be like, it'd be the weekend. So her dad would take her on a weekend,
every second
weekend,
and a Wednesday.
and then I would have her on the second weekend, and I'd be like sitting there waiting to go out. So we used to go to the Plaza. Plaza was a big thing,
Yeah.
and it was $2.50 a drink on a Sunday night.
Stop.
You was too young to
Is that
remember
up in Tala?
Tala,
Yeah,
yeah.
my sister used to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd be sitting there with my house coat on. I'd be like, I've no babysitter. My mad say, right, go on out then for
Yeah,
a few
yeah.
hours.
Probably had her
Like,
clothes on and
yeah.
then
Yeah, ready to go.
Ready to
I
go.
would, I'd be ready to go.
Yeah.
Because I still wanted to,
Live your
Have a life.
life.
Yeah, you need that though.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's allowed.
And there's nothing wrong with that either. Like you.
So I was
yeah.
still learning, I was still growing. And I suppose you might see my older friends now with their children, and they, again, have different mindsets.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to navigate
Motherhoods.
as a young
Mm.
parent when you're still
Growing,
trying to
Yeah.
live your own
You
life.
ever see them TikTok and it's like it's videos of people's parents and it's like it's their first
First time
living
living
life.
life too. Oh my god, that makes
I think
so
when I
sad.
had that, I
now.
think when I had that realization, I was like, oh my god,
It's like an epiphany. Yeah. It's
because
your
to
mom's
them,
first life. too.
your mom and dad are like these like not superheroes, but like they're just your mom and
They
dad.
know it all,
But then
yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
they're actually just like a little.
Like when you lose
like-
something and you go to your man, if she can't find it,
then
it's
know
gone.
it's gone.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
See that hot press? Couldn't find one thing in it. My mom walked to it. She'll find
she'll
it.
find it straight away.
Yep. She can put her finger on anything in the house.
And then it's so funny because we lose our car keys and our, you know, the things that you put in the car park, the tickets,
Oh yeah.
constantly. Where's it? Because we're thinking of absolutely everything,
Everything
for,
else.
for
Oh
everyone
yeah,
else.
and not
You've
yourself.
so many things
Yeah.
going on in your mind that it's like, where's me keys? It's like, but if Terry asked me where something was, or Taylor, I'd know where it
You
was.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the time you then had Harry, had you kind of forgotten what it was like? Because obviously it was a good few years afterwards to like have a newborn again and all these like new stages.
I think I
Completely
changed just
forgot.
for snap.
Yeah,
Yeah, Taylor
because
was
you've done to
actually
forget
really good.
child. You
Yeah,
forget
I'm really
childbirth
good
and
with
all.
kids, surprisingly.
I didn't
Yeah.
forget childbirth, Charlie.
Yeah, I
No.
thought your
No.
brain makes you forget.
No.
Really?
Doesn't.
I remember being in the doctor's and she was like, I think you have like PTSD
Oh, really?
after
way.
Taylor. Yeah, it was quite traumatic.
I have PTSD after you having Harry though.
Were you there?
No,
Yeah.
but like I got a phone call. She was rushed to theatre and like
Oh god.
it was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it?
they had me like they had the resus table and all ready for me. It was like,
Stop.
yeah,
Did they?
yeah. And I was like, am I dying? Because she was like, you're really, really sick, Erin. And she was like,
Did they tell you that when you're like?
so what happened?
You went natural on Harry, like
Yeah.
so you would have been fully aware, like
Of what was going on? Like.
So they rushed me. They rushed me up to theatre after I had them.
Oh, after.
They gave. So I had the baby, and I was like really proud of myself. I was like, oh my god, I was after having this baby, gas and air, and Cherry,
first child, and he's just handed the baby, and my mom was rushed away.
and I was rushed to theatre, and like he said he didn't even know what was happening, and I was crying, and they were like, what are you crying for? Because I was afraid of needles, even though I get Botox and a bit of lip filler. But, you know, that's
Literally me.
different.
I'm the
Yeah,
exact
I'm terrified of
Yeah.
needles, but I don't mind my Botox or a bit of lip filler.
I don't mind them in my face.
The nurse is looking at my lips, being like, "What?"
Just not my
Tattoos.
arms, only my face.
Yeah.
Oh no, tattoos are so sore. I think it's a
Tattoos
different
are
type
sore.
of pain.
Yeah.
Oh.
They knew that I was at risk of losing blood because I lost like a lot of blood on Taylor, and I had to have blood transfusions on Taylor.
Jeez.
Wow.
So they knew that that was a risk for me, so they were prepared for that. But there was a and not in the
Placenta.
cord, and they couldn't get the placenta out, which is really, really dangerous.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I don't know whether I was over bleeding or they couldn't get it out. And anyway, I remember being up in the theatre and be like, I'm afraid of the needle, because they were going to have to give me like a spinal block.
Yeah.
So they were up there for ages. And I remember her saying to the girls, like, we need to get the resus table. And I was like, by this stage, the drugs had kind of kicked in because they had to give
Give
me
you
something.
something, yeah.
Yeah, because it was like I was in the operating theatre, and then we came back down. And at this stage, like, nobody, you didn't even know this,
No.
did you?
No.
Because I had rang, like, shown them a new baby, and
Yeah.
they're like, okay, Erin, it's time to
They
push the
thought it was
placenta
fine
out
then.
now. And that's when the complications happened. So then I was brought back down to like a high intensity. It's called like a high intensity. So it was a room like this with glass doors, and the nurses station. So they had to watch me the whole night, and they had to like plaster my arm to the bed.
To keep it there.
No, because
the
they were
machines.
they were doing stuff with blood. I think they have to do your blood count to make sure that like I didn't lose that much blood that like
Jesus.
I was going to die.
Yeah.
I think that's why. And I was roasting in the room. I was like, oh my God, it's so warm. And Terry was freezing. He was like, that's free. Obviously, I had like an infection or whatever was happening to me.
Yeah.
And the next day, the girl came in and she was like, you were really, really sick. Do you know that? And I was like, not really. And the consultant came in and I said to her, did you know I was that sick? And he was like, you were grey. But he said, I'm used to seeing you grey for the whole 9 months of your pregnancy because I was so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Taylor came straight in then the next day, and she washed him and dressed him, or like cleaned the baby up, because I was obviously too sick.
Yeah, your eyes were all
Right.
bloodshot from pushing.
Yeah.
As well. It's swollen.
So yeah,
And was that to do with your nausea while being pregnant, or no? That was a
no,
separate
that's just
thing.
the
Just a complication.
complication.
Something can
Yeah,
happen.
yeah,
Wow.
complication. And then the bloodshot eyes was obviously from
I'm
pushing
pushing.
so hard. But like I was only a baby, haven't
Having
Taylor?
more,
I
yeah.
Like
know.
I'm tiny. I've only like size 2 in a shoe.
Yeah.
I
you're
still
mini.
can't believe that when you
Yeah, I
No,
heard
they're
you
a
talking about your
tree.
story, and I was
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
oh my
I'm sure
God.
it is.
The two of them have the smallest feet in the
Oh,
world.
me.
So I am like, even me fingers are like quite small. Like
Yeah,
I
you're-
mean, try.
Yeah,
try
sure.
my
Like this
ring
is
on.
getting smaller.
Oh,
and
that
smaller.
This- yeah, let me
ring.
try.
I could see it spark.
Oh my God.
No,
Messing like-
this is a rock for anyone listening and not watching.
It's quite small. My hand.
I think if
and
it's
that's
me
a little
now,
bit bigger
and
on
I'm
me.
smaller.
Let me try.
I've only put some- I'm off now. Wow.
Wow.
Stunning.
It literally just catches the light. Do you have to clean it all the time?
I kind of do. I'm a bit obsessed with it, to be honest.
How did you just get that
Nope.
right side?
Doesn't even go down.
Does it go down your pinky?
No.
Try your pinky.
Oh, my pinky might be. It's
Tiny,
perfect on my pinky.
It's beautiful.
So I'm
Wow, my
tiny.
God.
Tiny little girl.
My God.
So I like to think I have a small womb.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, everything's teeny.
Well, I mean, I would presume if I have small hands,
Everything
small
is small.
feet,
Yeah, you're just really
yeah.
petite.
I'm quite
Yeah,
petite.
yeah.
So Taylor was literally like dragged down me.
I was
Like-
only small too, though. I was only, what, 7?
I was 7'12". Like Harry was 7'11" and Taylor was 7'12". 7'9" was Harry? 7'9". What was that in the snapper?
Na 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 to pounds. What is it?
7 pounds, 12
Yeah,
ounces. That was you
I
then.
think it is.
You were
isn't it?
7'12".
7'12", yeah.
He was- anyway,
Chunky.
they were, for somebody so small like
To be
me,
carrying
carrying
yeah.
babies like nearly 8 pounds was quite.
Mm.
yeah.
But like
That'd be
Taylor
a
was
lot.
He
nearly a
didn't look
section.
that big, though.
Ah, stop! I did. Taylor,
No, not
wind
you.
me up.
Him. You
Oh,
did.
him. I was out.
Oh,
I remember
God.
seeing someone out, and I was like, "Hey, yeah," and he was like,
Who were you?
"It's Erin," and he's like,
Oh my God, no.
Stop.
"Yeah, didn't recognize me."
You look that unrecognizable.
Oh, looking back,
Unrecognisable.
it's so funny.
Yeah.
How old is Harry now?
Harry will be 8
On Saturday.
Ah. He's having a big B-Day bash.
No, he
No.
wouldn't be able. Ellie.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be able for.
Are you just going
for-
to do just something yourselves or?
Yeah, we're just gonna we go with the flow with him. So he
Yeah.
doesn't really like crowds. He doesn't like
They go to McDonald's.
probably McDonald's. So he likes the idea. He's really social.
Mhm.
So we were to go to a birthday party on Saturday, and he was really excited. So how would I know? Because obviously anyone who's listening, Harry is non-verbal, has autism. So how would I know he's excited? You tell him he's fully aware of what's going on. That he's going to a birthday party, and he's laughing and he's joking, and he'll get into the bath for me, and he's ready. He'll
To
get
go.
ready.
Yeah,
Oh, is that
So-
him telling you I'm getting ready, ma'am? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if
if
he
he
doesn't
didn't-
want to go somewhere, you'll know he doesn't want to go.
Really?
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Refuses to get into the
Yeah.
bath. He'll be like, "Ugh," you know.
Yeah.
So like
Mhm.
his behaviour, just because you can't talk, you watch his
course.
actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew he really wanted to go, and we had been to this farm loads of times before where the birthday party was. He couldn't see any of the kids or anything. He could just see the car park. Point blank went into like a meltdown. Couldn't
no.
handle it.
No.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle it. So he loves the idea of people. He loves the idea of going somewhere.
In his own home, if people come in, he loves it.
He
Really?
has, a little-
Yeah.
he has a girlfriend, doesn't he?
Oh
Does
yeah,
he?
she calls him her husband. Bye, husband.
Oh my
They're
god.
getting married and they're going to New York and Tenerife and Disneyland.
And they're
Oh my
honeymoon.
god.
Yeah.
I'm
So she's
crying.
his friend.
Oh, I
and she has
love-
autism, but it's actually the story is so cute. Terry's a real hands-on dad. He's an amazing dad and an amazing stepdad, I have to say. And he went on. He does lots of courses
Mhm.
for autism.
Yeah.
So he was on a course and he met this guy, and the two of them became really good friends. So his
Both
daughter,
singers.
yeah,
Oh.
his
Oh,
daughter
wow.
has autism, verbal, and Terry obviously has Harry, and both singers. They
His
gig
wife's a
together.
hairdresser as
His
well.
wife's a hairdresser.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's going to be groomsman at the wedding.
Oh,
It's like this little,
sick.
like, it's a real lovely story. Like
Ah,
two
It's
dads
so cute.
walking to try and better their children's lives.
They're a little couple now.
And they made like friends, and they're like
Ah.
besties. They go to the gym together. They were in Switzerland gigging
Yeah.
together. Anyway, we had a play date with the little girl a few weeks ago, and she was like, "Yeah, when we're adults, I'm gonna marry Prince Harry, and we're gonna
Prince
get
Harry.
married."
My quiet little boy.
Oh,
That's
is that
what
what
she
she calls him?
And Harry, when she
So
comes in, he's like
Is Harry
totally flirting with her.
besotted with her?
Yeah, like,
Oh, he's
like
a
he's a
charmer.
charmer.
He
Oh
is a
my
charmer. He
God.
knows like how to get you to do what he wants.
My
Like if he wants something from me, he'll come over and like give me a kiss, and I'm like, one more.
Oh my god.
He's a
Yeah.
flirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
That must be so nice for Terry, like to have that to relate to as well.
Yeah.
The other dads.
Yeah,
That's why
because
they're like best friends now. Like.
it's difficult for however difficult it is as a woman, we
Mhm.
have each other.
Mm.
We can like
Yeah.
you're going through by trouble.
Mm.
We talk about it, or
Yeah.
any type of trouble. Girls talk about it.
Yeah.
Where men don't really
I
do
don't
it like that.
at all.
Yeah.
They
No.
they shut down. They don't talk about it. They
Terry's kind of very open book now, though.
yeah, but he definitely dealt with things completely different
Different.
than I
Mhm.
did. Like
Okay.
I would have cried. So, for instance, when we left the party on Saturday or Sunday, whenever it was, he was very angry,
Was he?
and he was like, "You need to get this into your head now that he's not going to go to this wedding. You need to make peace with that." And I'm like, "I think he needs to make peace with it." And I'm like, "Okay." That was obviously his way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he deals with things. So
Different
for
way.
me, in the moment, I'm like, we got to get through this. We got to get him home. We got to get him out of this meltdown, and we got to make everything real
Calm.
calm again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I get really sad and down
After the fact.
Do you?
Yeah.
about a
Yeah.
day or two less
Mhm.
after. A
Mhm.
day or two after the fact that it's after happening, things start like
Settling
creeping
down.
in, and I might like kind of take to the bed, or I just get like this awful pain in my stomach, where Terry deals with it completely different.
Mm.
So it's good, I suppose, that he has that outlet of someone who understands it.
Yeah.
Because even though your family is around you, you feel so alone in it. Like you
Yeah.
really feel like
Mhm.
nobody gets it.
Yeah.
Like you feel like nobody gets it.
Yeah.
Even with Terry, like Terry just have to say to me, like, "I get it, Erin. I'm
Yeah.
in this with you."
But you still sometimes, I'd say, feel.
Yeah, you
It's
really,
only
yeah,
Especially when men
Yeah.
deal with things differently as well.
yeah.
Then it is different. But I love watching your stories and how much you spread awareness about it.
Yeah.
And like
Thank you.
it makes such a difference.
It
Like
definitely
that. Just,
does.
like even educating people on like what are they called, the ear
Ear
defenders.
defenders.
little
Yeah.
things like that. Like
Yeah.
it's so important to
Yeah.
talk
I feel like
about.
even
and
though we didn't really know what autism
Yeah.
was before Harry, like we learned with him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
and
I
we're still
didn't-
learning.
Yeah,
Are you?
I had
Yeah.
no idea.
He's
like,
obsessed with you, isn't he?
oh yeah,
He's
obsessed.
obsessed with you.
He'll like
So
come in and like
cute.
cuddle me, and like she's like, "Why does he cuddle you? He doesn't cuddle me. He pushes me out of bed. Like he'll wrap his legs around me and sit and watch the film, like watch the film with me.
Aw.
But like she can't even give him a hug.
He loves sitting with the girls.
Oh.
But I do think as well, like, I suppose looking at Taylor live her life now,
Mhm.
I would try and like and let her live her life and encourage her to live her life, because I know, and I suppose this is a huge, not guilt, but I know that'll come the day where she's gonna have to take the reins on that, and I'm very aware of that.
Mhm.
You know, I'm very aware that like that's a heavy burden to carry,
Mhm.
and that when me and Terry aren't around anymore, that she is going to have to do that. And whoever she decides to spend her life with, that is the card that we've been dealt with.
Yeah.
So I guess for me, I was lucky that Taylor was 16 when I had him,
Yeah.
because she had me for all those years.
Mm.
You know, we can leave a party, me, Terry and Harry, where there's some people that have children that are young and their whole family is separated.
Yeah.
Where I,
Course.
yeah,
Yeah, you have
because
that
they
gap.
have to, one child will stay at the party because
Yeah.
they're a normal, hate the word normal.
No,
I'll do it
yeah,
in you know,
1 year.
Yeah.
a neurotypical, that's the
Yeah.
actual
Oh.
correct word. A
Mhm.
neurotypical child will stay at the party and one parent will have to leave. So we are blessed that we have Taylor.
Mm.
But I'm also very aware that, like, she's going to have to do that.
Yeah.
And there was kind of a moment in time where I thought, I don't know whether she is ever going to do this or she's
Mhm.
going to be capable of doing it. But I suppose in the last maybe two or 3 years, she's kind of shown me that I can do it and I
But
will
I think
step
she
up.
sees the part that I'm living my life and is like, oh, she can't do that, but I'm living my life while I can.
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
me?
yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah,
like, God forbid it
exactly.
happen tomorrow. Like, at least
Yeah.
I'm at getting like the festivals and the holidays
Yeah.
out of my system.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So I feel like that's the part that you're seeing. Oh, she's not capable of doing it, whereas
Mhm.
I'm just trying to.
You're just
Live.
doing it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're aware of.
Yeah, what's
Everything.
to come, and
Yeah.
when
How-
it comes, it will come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get me? But
Yeah.
for now, I'm living my life and child
Yeah.
first.
But I'm trying to, I suppose, get her to watch what I do or how we do things.
Yeah.
Because how I would behave with
I'd
Harry
be a
or
lot
how we.
stricter on Harry than she
Would
would. So
you?
she lets him away with more hours. I'm like, no, come on, like you're
Yeah.
going to do it. Like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
just
yeah.
So
going-
I'd be like, no, you have to do it this way, Taylor.
and I'm
Leave
like,
him
no,
alone.
because he does it for me quicker
Yeah.
than he does it for her.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
watch me.
You know.
Like,
He's dead wide. Like.
Yeah.
Dead
he knows
wide.
he can get away with stuff with her, whereas with me, I'm like, no, come on.
I
I think
sometimes.
he actually, like when we were training him to go to the toilet, he actually went for me first.
Did he?
Yes,
Aw.
Yeah, he actually
he
did.
did go for me first because I'm
And-
stricter.
How was that for you around the time of his diagnosis, like hearing that he had autism and like just the feelings of the whole family as well?
I don't really
Like what is that?
I think
to
I
you?
was
Like-
more dealing with her than dealing with
Yeah.
him. Like, to me, he was still Harry. Like,
Same,
I
yeah,
still
of
loved
course.
him the exact same. It didn't really affect me the way it affected her. So I was actually
Mhm.
just listening to her rather than him.
Yeah.
Dealing with you was worse.
Just changes a lot of the impact.
Yeah.
You know, you're dealing with your own emotions, you're dealing with the life, how things are going to impact everything. So, yeah, I think it's probably only in the last 2 years, like, I was brave enough to have that conversation with Taylor to be like, you need to do this.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, you're going to have to do this one
Whereas
day.
I'm like, relax. Like,
And that brings
you're
you
still
comfort
here.
as
You're
well,
fine.
knowing.
Like, you're not
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
anywhere anytime soon. Like,
Yeah.
But then I'm like, she doesn't realize the urgency of this.
Yeah.
So I think as age,
Mm-hmm.
when you're young, you think you're invincible.
Yeah.
You don't worry about things. You think like for instance, I'm like,
do you know
Taylor.
me?
Taylor, can we not like, what about we start like saving and like looking to get a house and get a mortgage? She's like,
Nah.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
if
the
you do
thought.
this now, by the time you're 30,
I'd
you're
still
gonna
be living at home at that rate.
where she's quite happy just to live. And I'm like, no. So,
Live for the
Yeah,
now.
not plan,
kinda,
not
yeah.
plan ahead. so
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Mm.
and I wish.
Whereas I'm actually, like, I'm a planner person, but I'm not, like, that
the
far ahead.
future plan.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, if I'm going to Ibiza, like, I'll
Yeah.
have, like, day, like, done. I'll have an itinerary done. Or if I'm doing something, like, say if someone tells me, like, half 12, I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be
Tell
there.
them why you're like
That's
that.
her, yeah. She
Yeah,
has me
perfect.
late for everything. Like, when I was a kid, I was literally late to everything, so I can't be late now.
Yeah.
And when I start being late for something, I panic.
Panic.
Gives you anxiety.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, I need to get there now. Like,
See,
hurry
maybe
up.
It was a great thing
See,
for her.
it all worked out, Erin. Yeah.
And then have days that I'm like, oh, I'm late. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care. It depends on what it is. Like,
I'm late
yeah,
for life.
of
I'd be late for my own funeral.
yeah, like even today,
Late
like
for
she
life.
was like, right, come on, like we should be leaving, and I'm like, they're not even gonna be there
Yeah,
when we
see.
get there. Like,
Yeah, you just knew what you were coming in. But you know what? It's fine.
Yeah,
Girls
you know,
will be late.
like chill.
Definitely.
So, Erin, you're getting married very soon.
Yes.
good.
How
How
much
are
can
you
you say
feeling?
about the wedding?
Well, what do you want to know?
The wedding is very soon.
Very, very soon.
Yeah.
Like, we're weeks away.
Wow.
And
So
it's
exciting.
coming in on top of me.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm kind of at the stressed out stage though.
Okay.
I'm not at the fun part yet.
Yeah.
We got a bridesmaid's dress like 2 days ago.
Love that.
Still need to be altered.
That needs to be up.
I've no dress for day 2. No dress.
Well, that's your
for
business.
Friday.
Do you know what the hardest part is?
Which?
Bridesmaids can't pick a pair of shoes.
What?
Just
I
what
picked
are you,
mine.
6 years and they can't?
I picked one.
Can't all agree. Does
I
they all
actually
have to be
picked-
the same?
I
Yeah.
picked 2.
At this stage, I actually
don't
care.
care.
Not being funny. If you want to go out in Crocs, girls, and knock
Work
yourself
away.
out, like, just do something.
I feel like
And every
you
time I
actually
try
have
and
been
have
very
this com-
chilled. You've been very chilled, I think. I thought she was going to be crazy.
No,
Like,
I'm
psycho.
getting now annoyed about the shoes.
Are
I'm
you?
like, pick your
I picked mine.
They all need the same shoe,
They don't,
but
you
they
know
won't
what?
agree on one.
So some can't walk in like a stiletto and they need a
Okay.
platform, and some are like
We got a
refusing
skinny
to.
heel platform though, and they are very high, but they just look good. Like they just
Yeah.
look sexy. So I
Like,
feel like
It's only
I
for an
can't
hour or
walk,
something as
but I'll
well.
walk down and I'll get my pictures in them,
Yeah.
and then
then
I'll
they'll-
change.
But there's
Take it off.
a few girls
It won't do that.
that can't.
Okay.
No, it's not won't. That actually can't.
Can't.
Okay,
Okay.
Like you're 20 odd, yeah, you can walk in the heels.
Yeah.
hun. Yeah. Come back to me
I
when you're
haven't
in
wore
your 40s.
heels in
and you
about
can't.
2 years. I just wear boots. I went out on Saturday and I wore a pair of runners. I was like, I'm not here in a pair of runners.
Actually, you're giving it the large one there about shoes. We went to the VIP Style Awards. I gave you a pair of me shoes, and your feet literally were going out of them.
Oh my god, no! My feet
And I
are
swear
scarred from her
these
hands.
shoes. I had another pair of beautiful Jimmy shoes, right?
They were so ugly.
And she's like, oh, they're fugly. And I'm like, she's like, they're granny shoes.
They look like, ballroom shoes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
No. And I had to get changed.
And she had to wear them. So, like, she's giving it the large one there, be able to walk down the aisle. Good luck with that, hun. So, I actually don't care.
No, at this stage.
Figure it out. If
Yeah.
you are listening to this podcast, girls, get your shit together when it comes to shoes.
And did you find like all the planning and stuff? Like, I know you mentioned earlier on that you were previously engaged before as well.
I believe that.
But how did you find like planning this wedding? Like, did you plan much for the last wedding, or how did?
Oh, no.
No,
Had
no,
a
no. That
date.
was
I
just.
did
That
have a
was it.
date. That
Yeah.
was it. And it was completely different all
Was
those
it?
years ago.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
weddings now are like people on steroids. Like, look
yeah.
at
I'm
Instagram.
terrified. Like,
So like I was
Scary.
sending the girl like the wedding planner, right? Pictures of these weddings, and she's like, they're like multi-million pound
I'm
weddings.
going to Vegas.
So this is what
Yeah,
happens. You have all these plans, and you're like, I want this and want this,
Yeah.
and then the budget comes in. You
you're
know, it's in like,
fuck.
so the band is like 25k plus flights and accommodation, and you're like, okay. Or then like your flowers, and it's like, okay, so like basic flowers are like 17,000, and you're like,
For flowers, they're gonna
Like, it's
die.
fake
Yeah,
ones.
that's crazy.
no, that's just basic, girls.
Is it
Like honestly, people do not realize.
the price?
We're in the
of
wrong
weddings?
business to get into the wedding.
Honestly,
business,
I'm like,
honestly.
what the hell? And then I suppose by the time you're coming down then to the Nicky Knack things,
Right,
Right,
They
you're
all
like,
add up as
Bitty
well.
bobs
Yeah.
and
Like
yeah.
Amazon and
I'm
all
like,
that
girls, pick the
shit.
shoes and make sure they're cheaper.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
we're running low
On
now.
your story, you're talking about putting the perfumes in the bathrooms and that people robbed them.
yeah, I
What's
knew
that
that was
about?
going to happen with the
Oh,
big
yeah.
bottles.
No,
I was like,
that-
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Don't
But you
put
think
that.
that you're inviting people who you'd know who wouldn't rob your perfume, like
But I think as well, people forget that like it's this weird thing because obviously I'm obsessed with weddings, right? So
Yeah.
everything on my social media now are like stories about
I love
brides
it.
or
yeah.
and you seen somebody there was a story about that girl Olivia that got married a while ago. Basically she's like
Olivia
she's,
Culpo,
yes,
and she had the high neck dress.
the
She's
high
with
neck.
an NFL, is she?
She's with an NFL player.
Yeah, yeah.
So her sister was going out with this guy,
Hmm.
okay, only a new relationship, and she didn't invite him.
Shouldn't
She
have
didn't.
come.
Her sister didn't get a +1. Okay?
Okay.
So of course I'm reading through the comments, and it's like it's tacky not to give a guest a +1, and then other people are like, I'm paying for it. She's definitely not getting a +1.
Yeah,
Like if
especially
she's
a new
not.
boyfriend, it's like
Yeah, that you've probably met once or twice.
yeah.
I feel like people have so many mixed opinions on that. Like, I on one hand, I do. But then again, I don't think everybody should be entitled to a +1. Would you want somebody at your wedding that you've never met before in your life?
I think it
Honestly.
depends on the person.
I mean, though, if the sister had approached her and been like, listen, can he come? I'm sure she would have said,
Yeah, I think maybe if
do
it
you
was
get
her
me?"
sister, but like your long distance cousin who you've never met her fella, like, do you invite them?
Who've never
How
met
do you?
before.
Yeah, how do you know who to invite? Is there a rule? Do you know what I mean? Like how?
Traumatized.
She's like, at this rate, nobody come. I don't care.
I should have eloped.
At this rate, about 4 weeks ago, I was like, I think I'm just gonna
invite
call them.
everyone.
Yeah.
How much will we lose?
Like
with
how?
Hyde?
How do you dwindle that down of who to invite?
I think it's different when you're a little bit older as well,
Is
and
it?
like that your circle goes a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you go through this phase where you're like, let's invite everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Getting you
invite
on this
everyone.
big thing.
And you want this big thing. And then you're kind of like, okay, let's pull it back.
Mm.
And things do change. You kind of go, like, the wedding planner was like, I told you. I hate to say it, but I told you to watch your invite list. You need to keep it down. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, what's she talking about? So like, people were saying to me, oh, you're having a big wedding. And I was like, it was about 150 people. And people were like, oh, that's not that big. And I'm like,
That
big.
seems
That
big
is
to me.
big.
Yeah.
it feels
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
It
I
feels
feel
big.
like the max wedding's like 200.
200.
now.
Yeah.
And it's difficult because I suppose like I have a huge family,
Mhm.
right? As in like me ma has a huge family. I've loads of cousins. And then Terry has his side. And it's like, but I don't know your side. And like it's all these politics of
Whereas
who
we're a
should.
close knit family as well. So like
Yeah.
all cousins are like best friends. like,
Yeah.
So it's a hard one to
yeah.
navigate.
It is
So
hard.
years ago, what they would do is it was always the eldest cousin that was invited. That was a bit of a rule of thumb.
Oh, okay.
Then years ago, when my mum was getting married, their parents were allowed to invite everyone. So like the neighbours up the road and all would come. Yeah,
To
that's
your
what I said. Yeah, I was laughing to me mum. My dad's laughing there. And they left
Really?
at 10 o'clock at night. They had like their going away outfit, so they would get changed.
Oh yeah,
by
and go
7
on their
o'clock.
honeymoon.
They're going their
like,
honeymoon
yeah,
that
was
night,
the
Yeah,
wasn't
thing.
it?
remember the
Yeah.
arch? They would get under the arch and they would leave. And I was like,
And all
Ma,
the guests on either side.
yeah,
wasn't
guess
it?
under an
And
arch
people
of
would
the
watch
people,
them leave.
and then
wasn't it?
watch
Yeah.
them leave and wave goodbye. My ma said, yeah, because we didn't live together all those years ago. So it was really
Oh.
exciting for us
So
to
that
stay
was
in
like
a
the
hotel.
first night of like staying.
Whatever,
together and all.
I mean.
Yeah. Whatever you're gonna.
Uh,
Yeah, whatever you get up to on your
Yeah,
first
yeah.
night, if you really want to pretend that that's what
Yeah,
happened,
yeah,
I
you
was
yeah.
like,
didn't
I
go
don't want
anywhere.
to be on the same floor as you. I was on the wedding night. Please, can I, like the hotel, like put me somewhere else?
That's fine because probably won't be much action any night.
I'd say you're so tired by the end of the night, though. I'm like, I
Yeah,
always
like
wonder,
my
do
social
people
actually just goes. I'm like, no one talk
and
to
like
me.
that's that's a day where you start like you get up probably really early.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get your
really
makeup done. So by the time
I always think if you get too drunk and forget the day, that's what I.
Oh,
always
yeah,
think
yeah.
of.
Well, that's not gonna
You
Oh
won't-
yeah,
yeah.
everyone mourns the
Dead
bride
bride.
though. Like no one likes a drunk bride.
Yeah, imagine
Yeah.
like. Oh.
Runaway
No.
bride.
runaway
Yeah.
bride. I saw this other thing on TikTok and it was absolutely so funny, right? And I was like, this reminds me of my communion, my confirmation. It was a bride and groom sitting on the bed reading their cards,
Oh, I
aka
seen it. You
counting the
sent it to
money.
me,
I
did
sent
you?
it to them.
So-
I have a
So
picture
funny.
on my
God,
my nanny's floor, and I'm lying with all my communion cards asleep with these
Counting
love
your
heart
few bob.
glasses on, just on the floor.
yeah, just a little pile
That's
of
another
money,
thing. Etiquette with like weddings.
With
of, like
money.
people. So
Yeah.
like Ireland seemed to have a real big problem because again, I watch all the comments. Like
Yeah.
on Ireland AM, they had this thing about like how much is it enough to give? Like, do you cover the cost of a meal? What way
Is that
does
what
it
they
work?
say?
Is it 100 a head?
Do
Is
you
that
usually?
the standard
Yeah.
or
What
more?
is it? No, more.
How much do you think it is for a meal for a wedding? Just for the meal.
€80.
100.
How much would you, how much would you
I don't
spend,
know.
how much would you spend,
Oh, yeah,
spend on a
shit, no.
curry?
Oh fuck! I don't know.
I said 100.
200. 3.
It's not.
4. Fuck off for one meal for one person.
Minus, is it tacky if I say it, Ma? Should I say it? No, don't say
No.
it.
It's dearer than 200 anyway.
Wow, for a meal for one person.
So,
Is that like a 3-course meal?
I said, put me on the kitchen.
would wanna be at
Four,
the end.
so
Yeah.
a
I eat
four
chicken
star,
chips.
Yeah.
so a 4-star venue in Ireland, which is a pretty popular venue,
Yeah, for wedding.
was we went to see it and it was €195 per person. Yeah, and
For
as
their
a cou-
dinner?
So we're not talking
You
about
can
a
get fed
5-star.
before you
This is
come.
the
Did you
fourth.
know that? There's a drive-through down the road. Good luck.
Just can order McDonald's in
Is
your
there-
hotel.
And people don't even eat it half the time. Or they
Two-
think
Oh
at it.
no, my mom actually warned
Okay.
me. She was like, "You will eat this."
You will
and
eat
I'm
that.
like, I just want
Yeah.
chicken tenders. I just
What?
want chicken tenders, chips, and garlic sauce.
Never thought it'd be that.
One
heavy.
of the 5-star hotels in Ireland is $395.
Do they spoon feed you as well?
And you have to book 22 rooms, and the rate of the room for a one-night wedding guest is €750.
I'm dying to know where this is.
Oh, this isn't your.
No, this isn't
This
mine.
isn't
That's
yours.
not-
Oh,
this
this
isn't
is
mine.
different.
No, somewhere you viewed,
This
was
is a
it?
5-star in Ireland.
Like,
One of the big 5 stars in Ireland. So
Where do they
you'll get it.
pull
So-
these out of?
So obviously there's the contrast. But still 195 that's without your
That's
band,
like
your
probably one
flowers,
of the
your
cheapest.
dresses, your bridesmaids. So that plus one and that cousin being invited or that neighbour being invited, that all adds up.
To the people on the outside, it might be a case of them like being like, yeah, but like surely my fella's invited, but you never I wouldn't anyway have thought of that. Like, hold on a minute, but that's them paying for everything else included if they
With that
go.
person,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Also so expensive for guests to go.
To
You
go,
also
yeah.
have to take that.
Yeah.
Your guest is getting their makeup done, their hair done,
Mm.
their outfit done.
Driving
They're
down.
driving down. They're getting a babysitter. They're
Yeah.
paying for their drink for the day if there's no free bar. So and a gift. So it's really, really expensive
Expensive.
for a guest as well.
Yeah.
So I understand
Both
sides
of
of
course.
it now. I understand why everybody doesn't get invited to things. I understand maybe why I haven't been invited to things. So it is. Bride wars is real out there.
Yeah.
But for Ireland, they seem to. Irish people seem to. I don't know. It's a real hot topic to talk about gifts. American culture is they have a gift
A
register.
registry.
Yeah.
yeah.
So Australia have a wishing well or something it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the new one is, I think like years ago, my mum said she would have got about 5 or 6 kettles.
Stop it.
Yeah, because they didn't have a house, you see. They didn't have a house. So everybody
We'll
bought them
bring
houses.
something for the house.
Where the
Houses, yeah.
newer generation is we have houses or we live together. So we usually have everything. So people might put in their invites that we really just want your presents, not your presents,
Yeah.
but if you would like to contribute to our honeymoon,
Ah.
blah, blah, blah. So
Yeah.
that's what's being advised maybe for that. Romania, because I'm loving all
I
these,
heard that
like,
story.
yeah, I
So-
love all this, right? So Romania, they invite everybody from the community. So they would have a huge big wedding that they know very few people even at. So their godparents, they choose their own godparents as they get older, and their friends are all invited. But what they do is they all give cash, and the couple buy an apartment.
Oh, that's nice.
But what that means is they have to go to all the weddings that they're invited to for the next 20 years and
Chip
repay it
in.
back.
Yeah.
So it's basically like
Alone.
it's like a loan, but there's no commission from the banks and stuff. So
Happy
it's actually
days.
a really good idea.
Oh.
And you're paying the money back intermittently as you go to these weddings.
In weddings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but imagine
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you have like 10 in the year.
Oh, well, that can happen. And then another one of my
And then you
followers,
could have none probably for next year.
said her husband is Asian, and they send it in a red envelope because red is for good luck.
Right,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right, and they put money in the envelope and they write the name and address of the family who gave it. So every culture has something different. So look at the big Indian wedding of the billionaire family.
Oh.
You
in-
see that?
I was obsessed with that.
Rihanna and all.
Like-
she was at the pre.
Like,
Obsessed with
that was the pre-wedding. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
people
Kim
thought that
Kardashian
was
and
the
Khloe
wedding.
Kardashian was there as well.
That went on for
Like a week.
6
More,
months.
yeah, yeah.
That was 6 months. 6 months. Indian weddings can go from 5 days to 7 days. And I was speaking to a lovely girl in the airport and she said, depending on how wealthy the family is, it can last for months.
Happy days. At least the day's not gone in one day. Just keep going. Like,
Think
Jesus.
about all the
Dive
cultures.
right to end.
It's
so-
very interesting. isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
crazy.
It's so different. And when you actually like think about it all, like,
What's it like to be like a bridesmaid?
Haven't
yeah, how are you
Yeah.
getting on?
haven't done anything. I didn't even plan the hens.
Went on the hens.
Oh, I didn't even plan it. I think I
No.
done. No, I actually done a little bit on it.
I think people also don't realize that like bridesmaids actually have to do stuff. You
Mm.
have to be
task.
there.
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
have to be
yeah.
there for the bride. You have to
Mm.
do
See,
stuff for the
she-
bride.
She
Give them a
knows
tissue.
because she was a bad maid of honor, so she knows that she's not going to get much from me.
No.
I mean, I'm going to dress Harry and do his hair in the morning, so
That's your.
that's my
yeah,
contribution.
Love
I
that.
mean.
Oh,
That'd be cute.
Of like 18 months of planning, Taylor's day is
doing
doing Harry's hair
Harry,
and
yeah.
dresses that I do every single day.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
go that far, but
And does Harry have his little outfit and all sorts?
oh, we only had him the other day.
Ah,
She dressed
is
him.
he adorable? Yeah.
So he had to have like a special fabric because he
I saw you
really
saying that, I
sensitive.
think, did you?
Yeah, so we got like a custom made bamboo short, and when he put it on,
I had no problem putting it on.
no,
really.
Did you like
but
it?
initially he was like, "Ugh," and
But
then
it's like
but-
that, like with
Mm.
anything, you could be like that with a tracksuit, like
Yeah.
just
Depending
not
on
not
what it is,
wanting to
like-
get dressed. He loves being in the nude, so
Love that. Yeah.
And that's a mood.
yeah.
Yeah, seriously. I
Same.
love being in the wrong. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
So I think like it was just that initial having to put clothes on because once
Okay.
it was on him, he was fine. He
Yeah.
Yeah.
didn't mind it at all.
Yeah.
So
It's
handsome,
adorable.
so handsome.
But I mean, we
Makes
don't
you
know if we'll
wanna cry.
get him up the aisle or not. We're
Yeah,
gonna try.
yeah.
We're gonna try with is Nanny Forrest,
Me.
Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
and then. But in reality, I'm very much aware that's probably not going to.
Are you? Did you have
Yeah.
to kind of mentally tell yourself that, like,
No music.
Her, like, yeah.
If he goes into the church, he knows, like, or not the church, whatever.
No music. He doesn't
No
like
music.
the bass.
Like the singer knows not to play anything. If
Yeah.
she sees him even remotely near, do not do it.
no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just gonna kind of take it on the day and see how it
And see
goes,
it.
is it?
Yeah, but I think like
She lets it dictate her mood, so like keep telling her, like, do not let him not doing it dictate your mood on that
On the
day,
day.
because
Yeah.
like he will be fine. Like, we will take him separately. Like, he
Exactly.
has
Know
his
what
own
to
things
do.
that he's gonna enjoy on the day.
Of course.
So
yeah.
don't let that dictate your mood for the whole day, because
Yeah.
I don't know what she gets. Like.
I don't think people realize the impact that has. Like,
Of course.
to think that like all these people are at a wedding, yeah, wanting to be at this wedding or not wanting to be, it would depend on how you look at it. And the one person that I really want to be there is probably not going to be there.
I feel like any normal child doesn't want to be there regardless. So like, it's not just his
That's true.
diagnosis.
Yeah.
Like, what child wants to sit in a mass? I don't want to sit in a mass.
Yeah. People, they
You
always
get
have
me? So like, I
screaming
feel like
and-
it's not even just like the fact that he has autism that would contribute to that,
That's
because
yeah, it's
anyone
very
wouldn't
true.
want to
Yeah.
sit there.
Yeah, yeah.
This is good
Yeah.
bridesmaid. This is.
Yeah.
Ew.
Obviously on Instagram we all have get hate. But what's
Mhm.
it like, Erin, for you seeing Taylor? Do you get any hate at all? Or like if you ever see hate about Taylor, like even on your own page or Harry or like anyone in your family, how does that feel? Because that's different when you see other people getting it than yourself.
Yeah,
as
when you
well.
see your family getting hate compared to when you get it. Like,
That
I'd
would-
be more annoyed
Yeah,
seeing
I
my
feel like
family
I'm
get
kind
it.
of not blessed. I wouldn't say blessed. I don't think anyone has the right to have
No.
an entitlement to say that to people, but I haven't got much hate, and when I do, it depends on my mood. Like, if it's my time of the month, I will take
You're
the bed,
replying
and
back.
I'm like, and she's like, don't reply, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why do people think that it's okay to
do
say
that.
these things about me, especially when you're hiding behind
Fake
a
pain.
fake page or like a website? Like, who do you think you are to sit at home and say these things about me? You don't know me as a person.
No.
I remember seeing someone saying that they seen me in Super Value and I look real nervy and I'm not like that on a night out. And I'm like, do you look like the same person you are going to your local shop
Yeah.
to get your dinner than you do on a night out? Like, how
You
is...
could have had a bad day that day or
Yeah.
something. Where,
Yeah,
like,
and
maybe
I
you
am
were
I'm actually a
anxious,
very
like,
shy person, and
Yeah.
like, people don't realize that. Like, I actually am very quiet. So like, if you see me in a local shop and looked at me like that, like, that's so weird on your
Yeah.
Yeah,
part. Like,
it's stranger on them to
Yeah,
even
like,
go to the lengths to do that
to
and
say, oh,
mention it.
you've
Or
seen me. Like, no, like, what? I'm a normal person. I'm gonna be in Super Value, like, living my life. I have to get my dinner and my lunch. Like,
Yeah.
what? I feel like, yeah, you get a lot more than I do, and I feel like you don't take it too bad, but
I grew in that a lot. Like, I got a
Did you?
much tougher skin like that. It depends on my hormones. It
Mm.
depends on if the day I do feel ugly and someone happens to say that, I'm like, oh my God. Or if I'm having a shitty day, the comments might get to me. Or I found it difficult to understand people's mentality, like trying to understand why they would think like that.
I know.
Where instead of going, I'm actually glad that I can figure out why they think like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's
you're
not
not
my,
that person.
I'm
Yeah.
not that person.
You'll never be able to think
I'll
like
never
that.
be able to think like that.
The
I
blessing,
do
really.
feel very protective. Like, I remember even when you two kind of were like up and coming, I have this like mammy kind of feeling towards you, because I know how difficult it is out there. I think
Can
people
I just
have.
pop in here now for a minute? When I was going through my breakup a few years ago,
Mm.
why am I going to cry? Ew. Oh, I'm such a crier. Erin came up to me with a card to my house.
Oh, I remember
I
that.
remember it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the imperfection pajamas.
They were only
And
kind of new.
Yeah, and I remember you saying to me, you were like, something about you, Ellie, reminds you of when you were younger and going through all that and stuff. But I think definitely still have that card at home. But I remember that, and I was just like, just such a mammy.
So
It's like
lovely, yeah.
the loveliest thing. And I remember I only said it to you.
when we were away.
Something, I don't know what it was, but I was like, I'll never forget that day. Erin knocked up with a card and the
Yeah.
loveliest message in the card. I opened it and I think I just sobbed. I read
know.
one thing and I was like, but even just little things like that, you can tell that's just your nature
Your
to be
heart,
like that. Yeah.
I remember how difficult it was being a 20-year-old out
Yeah.
in the world that didn't have social media. Like, back then, if we had social media, we'd all be cancelled. I think as a woman, we understand how difficult it is growing, dealing with our emotions, dealing with our breakups, dealing with what people think. And to be thrown into the limelight or to put yourself out there instead of supporting these young girls and nurturing it, we're tearing them down. And I don't really understand that.
Yeah.
Like, how would you feel
If that
if
was your daughter, like, I
Yeah,
don't
but-
understand.
if you were going to work, right? And let's say somebody starts shouting, call that real work, do you?
Well,
Want
no
to-
one would do that because online they can hide behind.
So
But it's it's
like
crazy.
these things that people are saying about girls, like these are young girls trying to make a career for themselves.
Yeah.
We even went through that stage of, like, she would be giving out and I'd be like, oh, like, you're only recording yourself, like, calm down, like, it's not that hard. And now I'm
You're
doing it.
doing
And
it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you're like, shit, take it back.
oh my God, this is
Yeah.
so difficult. Like, the thought of sitting on my phone and having to edit for hours on end, I'm like, this is so much harder than I could ever anticipated
Yeah.
it being.
Everything always is, girls.
Yeah.
Everything, you look at things in your life as you get older and you're like, wow, I thought it was much easier. Like people would say to me, so like people don't get paid to go on those talk shows. And I'm like, no.
You're putting yourself out there. and
Yeah.
you'll get something in return
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
Like,
Like people that have these preconceived ideas of what they think owning a business is. Oh, sure, they must have everything. They don't see the struggles none of us do. But I
Yeah.
think as you get older, you think, okay, everything isn't as it seems.
Yeah.
Even when you see, like, say, the people on Love Island, I'm like, these girls are going and these fellas are going on Love Island, right? There's probably, 20 of them?
Yeah.
2 of them, 2 out of 20 are going to get careers,
Yeah.
right? That means 18 of them who really have been on TV now are going to have to probably go back to 9-to-5 jobs. How do you make that transition?
Yeah.
And be like,
a few people who have been
"Oh,
on
I
Love Island
seen you
have
on Love
talked
Island."
about doing that.
Yeah.
Have talked about having to get that transition and going back. Like, I was asked a few times to do it, and I was just like, I don't have the confidence to put myself out there. And like, some
Imagine
people,
Taylor on Love Island.
No, that'd be too.
Should be whipping
Too
around.
much, Ellie.
Yeah.
No. Then you'd see real Mama Bear coming out.
Yeah,
Like, what did
yeah,
they say
yeah.
about her?
But that's, I think about that now. I auditioned when I was like 19. I'm like,
Did you?
if
For
I,
Love
yeah,
Island?
I
but
think we were
if
asked
I had
around
a-
the same
yeah,
year.
if I had got like people slag my looks or something, that would have broke me at that
Yeah.
age. Like even now, if you
Still,
get
even now, if I
comments,
went
still
on, I'd
think,
be like, oh,
but like
fuck, I
19,
don't
you're
think I
actually
should.
baby, like,
Yeah.
and then people give like, no. It's
How
just
do you
not
feel,
that-
Charlene, about being
Charlotte?
trolled?
I think it's just like something we get used to, and
Yeah.
we shouldn't have
You've
to.
very
but like,
thick skin.
I have thick skin,
Yeah.
but
Out of all of us,
things
I would
will-
presume you have the thicker skin.
Oh
yeah,
I'm
but
a
think-
whinge
but
bag.
it
Yeah.
depends, like you said, on the day. Like if you get something where you're already feeling shit, or like say you got bad news that day, and then you get this comment, and it can tip you over the edge.
Yeah.
One of them
Yeah, a
little things
picture
that
like was
does.
taken of the two of us, and oh my God, it is like the worst picture I've
It
ever
was so
seen.
bad.
It was so bad, and I'll say that like a hand on
Yeah,
heart.
yeah.
But like the things that people were saying about me, it was like, I know this doesn't look like me.
No, I know.
Like,
You're like
this
put up a
isn't
selfie
me.
instead.
Yeah, like I was literally putting up a video that was like, you know, like a live photo, like to prove that I didn't look like that. Like my
Yeah.
photos aren't edited. Like, please stop saying these things about me. And I took that really bad because I knew, even she said it, she's like, Taylor, you did not look like that. I seen you in person. It was just bad lighting.
But
Yeah.
it's only people who are like haters or whatever that will ever think, oh yeah, look, this bad picture. But everyone has a bad picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's all
We
ones.
all
I
do.
have 20 chins sometimes, depending on the angle. Like it
Mm.
just all depends. But people are just
Assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just they want to hate. And no, if you think about like your mind, we're never in that hateful mindset where we think that about someone.
No.
They're in that hateful mindset.
All
That's
the time.
bad
They're
for
probably in
them.
that all the time.
We're all
Yeah.
like we're women. We're bitches. We get it. Like you're
100%.
gonna
Keep it
talk
to your
about
WhatsApp
someone.
group.
Yeah, but like keep it to
Yeah.
your friends.
Do
Like,
you know what I
I
mean?
always say someone always has that person that they bitch to. They'll always have
Yeah.
that friend,
Yeah,
and
it's
that
not
friend will
normal.
always have someone else. Like it's always going to be a vicious cycle.
It's human nature.
So it doesn't need to put online on
Yeah.
that.
That's what I don't
Yeah.
get is the taking it then from having the bitch with your sister or your best friend or whatever.
Or do you know
To
where
take that
some like
online.
people commenting back and forth to each other, like you are commenting about me to this random person who's
Yeah.
commenting back, and like you don't
Yeah,
know each other,
absolutely.
you aren't friends. Like that is so odd.
Girls,
never
the
thought
let
like
them
that.
theory. Let them.
Yeah.
But see,
best
girls,
thing
I
ever.
think you are forgetting that there's some people who actually thrive
Oh,
on that, like,
feeds their ego.
negativity
Yeah.
and they want to be controversial and they
Why?
love it. Where that gives me anxiety.
Why would you
I-
want
yeah.
to bring
I
that
feel
into your
bad
life?
for
There's
that.
been times
Yeah,
that I'm like I want to comment back to it. Now I think someone actually commented saying that I need my nails done, and I was like, oh my God, like that, like on our normal page, I was like, that's so mean. And then everyone kind of like
Jumps on it.
jumped on it
on it.
and was like,
Mob
you're
mentality,
saying this
that's
about
what
a
it is.
young girl.
Yeah.
It was literally like,
Oh no, they were picking up for her.
no, they were
Oh,
picking-
nice.
Yeah.
Like there was
Oh,
loads
okay.
of nice comments,
Okay.
like, and then the comment was deleted, and I think she texted you saying it wasn't
Apologise.
even
Oh,
her.
did she?
Yeah, saying it wasn't her. And
I
this
could
and that.
wait.
It was
Right,
her
shut
nanny's
up.
cat.
Here, no,
Yeah.
you know what I love, girl? Do you know when they reply back to one of our stories
No,
and it's
it's
supposed to be for their friend? Yesterday's one,
That has never happened to me.
Oh, it was
not yet.
Never happened to me. No, not yet. But
Terry, I had a video up with Terry and it was like, yeah, he's a muppet. I was going to write back and go,
you're right.
sometimes yeah. Sometimes
Dead
yeah.
right.
Oh God.
Oh, girls, thank you so much
No.
for coming on.
We appreciate you
amazing.
coming in. We
that-
talked our lives away. We had a
Yeah.
whole list of
And
things.
none
that
of it.
We
No.
we got through them as we went.
we
I
got
feel
through
like.
them as we went.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you
We
coming
could
in.
talk
and
for
love
hours.
You.
I
And
know.
Oh, we
Yeah.
stay here all day. We know
Yeah.
we would.
Can you tell people your Instagram handles or your wherever they can
Mine
find you?
is Taylor McGregor _ I actually don't. Yeah.
What am I?
Erin McGregor 1, 2, 3.
How
Like a
random
roll.
is that? Like, hadn't a clue how to set up Instagram.
No, I have my Instagram since I'm like 14. Like
Never
my
changed.
followers
Yeah.
are like majority men from Connor, and I'm like just trying to build my own following. Like,
own.
she's kind of built hers as her own. Mine is just
No,
like
but you're after coming like
Yeah.
seeing your mum
You're
was
so
even saying it when
confident
we were
now, like,
away. Yeah.
I'm still kind of trying like
you
to just
are.
get my foot in the door. It's like it's actually a lot harder than people realize
Yeah.
to like get in with like PR companies and all the rest. Like it's still trying to. Sometimes you nearly have to approach them and be like, "Hey, I'm here."
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
100%.
And I'm like, I don't want to do that, but it's something that you just have to
to
do
do.
to like push yourself out there.
No, but you know you're doing that yourself. Like you have.
Yeah,
Done
I feel
so
like
much
I Beat
different.
to Be Perfect was a big push for me to
Yeah.
be like, right, this is my out. Like this is what
She
I'm
was
gonna
lashing out
do.
the content, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So-
Wasn't
'cause I was
it?
like,
Yeah.
Taylor, if you come with this, you literally have to walk. You do know that.
We
Like
just
you
thought
do
we were
know that.
talking
And I
about
was
the
like,
session.
Oh no, I had a ball though. Like I still had a great time, but once
Yeah,
my
but you
content
done
was
loads of
done,
work,
I'm
yeah.
able to like step back. But
Yeah.
I did get it done, and I didn't
did?
think I was going to. But
No,
It was
I did.
amazing.
Yeah, I
pulled
had
it
a
out of
ball.
the bag.
Really,
Oh, I
really
had a
good.
ball. I had a great time. I'm going back in September. I can't wait.
Oh, it's the best.
No, you're well able. Girls, we
Unreal.
love you.
No
Thank
Love
you so
you.
much for
Thank
coming
you
in.
so
Thank
much.
you.
So we challenged ourselves to do a solo day.
Yeah.
Do a little update.
Does a solo date count as just bringing yourself out for a drive-through? Can we see? That's not really challenging myself.
No, because yeah.
Well, that's what I did, and I took it as
That's your
that's
solo
my
day.
solo day.
Still, but it's something you wouldn't usually do. Or would you? Okay, no, you really.
I think I failed this mission, lads. I'm not gonna lie. I failed.
But you went to the gym the other week.
Went to the gym. It wasn't on my own, but
Would you go on your own to the gym now?
yeah, I'm actually gonna join with PT.
Unreal.
Yeah, an online coach.
Online, and then you can go and
Yeah,
you know what to do. Your own in,
yeah.
focused.
Yeah. And I go up and do it by myself.
Yeah.
Need to get my head in the game.
And then you're just not waiting on anyone else to just do your own.
Yeah, do
thing.
my own thing. I'm starting
Nice
to get up a
having-
bit earlier now as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a route. I feel like our job, it's really easy to get in a rut and like, not a rut of like, just your weeks are just all over the place.
Yeah,
because we never have a set
Time.
time. You can just you can work at 10 o'clock at night if you want.
Yeah, you can do whenever.
So like it's nice to have one thing that's for you. It's not work that you can slot in whenever you want.
Yeah.
Because everything else kind of works around brands or like other people, the podcasts. Like that'd be your thing now that you just do when you want to do it.
So, yeah. I failed. What was yours?
I went for a little breakfast day.
You're so cute. See? Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
It was in, I actually don't know the name, but it's in beside Lee's Lettuce.
Oh. Like right next door?
Is it called Red Hen or something? I think I'm completely making that up. But yeah,
Cute.
yeah, it was lovely.
Aw.
Got a little brown bread, salmon in it. It was lovely.
Yeah.
I'm starving now.
I went to cinnamon the other day.
Oh,
brought Snickers to cinnamon.
I love
Oh.
cinnamon. I
Obsessed.
forgot that these exist.
Oh my god, it's I think it's my favourite place for breakfast
Did you
ever.
get the brown bread?
I did.
I love
I got eggs, got avocado, hash brown.
Oh my god.
Don't know what we went through a phase of being there a
Yeah, why
lot.
were we there so much?
I don't know. Were we always out over that way or something?
I think we went
Brand
after
lit,
a
isn't
live
it?
show. Yeah, why were we always there?
I don't know. There was a phase in our life where we were just there
And
quite a lot.
we were there with other people
Yeah.
as well.
We'd bring people.
We'd keep bringing people and showing them it. Like, oh, it was so nice.
cinnamon. If you haven't gone, you need to go. I went to the one actually with Queeve out in. There's one in Dunleary. Yeah, one in Dunleary as well. Went out there. Very, very good.
Because I find there's not that many nice breakfast places in Ireland. So when there is one, it's like
Yeah,
unreal.
cinnamon. You need to go.
Okay.
Mhm.
I need the brown bread with a bit of butter on it. I love the little cubes butter you get.
I just love
Have you seen that hack where you poke it with a...
Yeah, I did it before.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's another great breakfast place actually in Kilcock. Is it Rye on the River or something? Or somebody will know.
Kilcock.
You'll know where I'm on about. It's like out past me, like
Oh.
yeah, past Leak Slip and all, I think. But it's in an old church.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Does it feel like going to church?
No, not really. It's all like coffee tables and all everywhere. Like you wouldn't.
Oh.
Yeah, but the building
praying
itself,
going on.
no, absolutely none. The building itself is an old church. I can't remember the name. Something Rye on the River, I think. Might have made that up, but there's another great
Sounds like
breakfast
a
place.
good name. Like,
Very good. But I did that trick with the butter. Poke a fork in it, and you squeeze all out. It comes out like cheese or like
a little snake.
yeah, like
coming out, like-
spaghetti. Yeah.
Okay,
Very
I need
cool.
to go there. Yeah, because I just find it hard to find a nice breakfast place. There is a few, but I feel like it's a few and that's it.
Yeah, that's
And then
it.
everyone's there, and it's like
Mm,
can't even get a seat.
no. There's 2 places for you now if anybody's on the hunt for some brekkie places.
Also, La Jolla Greens in Turner Village.
Oh, very good.
Really
We went
like
there
that.
before, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that place.
Really like that. What else?
Just love a good breakfast day.
Or an acai bowl, obviously.
I think I'm making myself sick with them. Not sick, but like I'm
Really?
eating so many of them.
I don't get them that often, and I'm not sick of them yet.
Started to eat chia seeds in them.
Oh, I saw a video on TikTok that if you drink chia seeds every day and like a thing of water, that's so good for you.
Yeah, I was doing it last
Did
week.
you do it?
Guys, went to the doctor. My diet
Yeah.
needs more fiber.
Please tell the story. That you
I
told.
can't. I simply can't. Maybe a few months down the line, basically.
When
I had-
it's not so raw.
Yeah, when it's not so raw, literally. Well, yeah, I had to drink. Yeah, you can get like milled chia seed. Is it called milled? or
Oh,
something?
they're grinded up.
Grinded up ones. I just put them all in a glass of water, and I was milling them back. They're meant to be very good
They're
for
meant
your
to be
fiber.
Really good for you.
Mm.
I saw someone being like,
I think you can just sprinkle them on anything. Like if you have
Yeah.
Weetabix or something, put a bit of them on it.
yeah, they're nice.
Grand, like
Yeah,
Drinking
I love
them
the
is funny.
texture of them.
I don't.
Really?
No texture. I don't really like.
Drinking or eating them?
Kind of both.
Oh, I think drinking would freak me out a little bit.
And I've
Reminds me of
seen.
tadpoles.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
No, see, have you seen people put them in like overnight oats and they like swell up? That makes me a bit sick. I don't
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
No, that's giving
'Cause
like tryphobia.
But that's what you're meant to do to drink them. You have to let them moisturize first, because if you have them on an empty stomach, if you have them and don't let them hydrate, I think it's called,
Mm.
it can be. Hang on, let me look it up.
Great, I'm just undoing everything I've been
Yeah,
doing. Have I
it's really
probably?
bad. Well, how have you been eating them? Just eat.
Well, I
eat
get
them?
them in my. I get like chia seeds in my acai bowl, but then when I drink them, I just put them in a glass of water, mix all the blended ones. Like
Oh,
so they're not the actual chia seeds, just in water.
Okay.
It's like the milled ones, or is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah,
like,
finely milled.
finely milled,
small.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just think of like a makeup powder.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like I drink them.
wow, haven't
Can it
they?
be bad for you?
They can expand in your digestive
great.
tract and can cause unpleasant gastrointestinal symptoms.
Oh, do you know what? You can't fucking win.
So you need to let them.
swell up.
It's only if you have large amounts, so they're good at absorbing liquids, so they expand. Yeah, so you're meant to swell them first, so then they don't swell in that.
I don't think I like that texture.
Yeah,
of
me
it, like,
neither.
Literally
It
tadpoles.
reminds me of tadpole.
Yeah, I don't think I'd enjoy that.
Tadpole.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, that was the gist. What were we talking about? Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Oh, we also want to say thanks. We get loads of little gorgeous gifts in
yeah.
the podcast.
Thank you so much. If you've ever sent anything into the podcast studios,
Yeah.
they're very, very good to us. Thank you. We
Mhm.
really appreciate
And
it.
we got some gorgeous bath bombs from her Instagram is seafoam_and fizz. We got some bath bombs. We also got a necklace made for us by a girl that you know. Remember, she made them for us. Or was it a bracelet?
Misha?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Misha made us
yeah.
necklaces as
yeah.
well. I still need to wear mine. I was meant to
know.
bring mine to Ibiza and then I completely forgot it. And then I'm going away this week though, so I'll definitely
You'll
wear
bring
it.
it,
I'll
yeah.
definitely wear it this week. But Misha, she makes where is she? I need to find her now because I can't find it now, but I'll put it up on I'll
Yeah.
put it up on the page. But
When
yeah, I'm
you're
gonna
wearing
wear mine this week. So
Of course.
yeah, if you've ever sent anything into us, thank you guys.
Thank you. And even
really
little
appreciate
notes
it.
and letters that we
Yeah.
had. So it's really,
Very cute.
really lovely. But other than that, what's going on? Tomorrow I have my event for my cash.
Woohoo!
No.
I can't stop wearing.
For the first time in our life, not an outfit to our name.
Not
I'm
an outfit.
shook it.
At least there's no color
Dress
code this
code.
time, because last time there was, this one was a color. You had to wear pink
Mhm.
or black, and that would stress me out. But I actually have things in my wardrobe that I could wear.
Yeah.
If worse came to worse.
No, you'll have a ball.
I
anyway.
ordered a dress from Depop, and that she's from Belgium, so that I don't think that's
Oh,
coming.
wow.
Then my sister sent me over the heels that I got ordered to her house,
Okay.
and then I got something off Revolve as well, but I don't think that's still in Indiana or
In America?
Indianapolis or whatever it's called. Whatever.
Stop.
Yeah. So
You'll be fine.
it said it's coming Wednesday. I don't know how it's getting from. Well, I suppose America's only.
Could come tomorrow.
You reckon?
Yeah.
So it's only like a 5-hour flight. I don't know where Minneapolis is. Is it Indianapolis?
Indiana.
Minneapolis. I don't know.
No, I don't think that's the place, is it? Indianapolis.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
I
We're
think,
just.
it's-
I think we're making up states at this rate.
let me see.
But you'll find
there might be an update. Let me check.
You will find something. You always pull it out of the bag, and you'll have a ball, and we're gonna have so much fun. And
No,
you're
I
gonna
really
look
want
stunning.
and also if my first ever comes, I can't wear it anyway because it needs to get altered. My mum was.
Your
gonna-
mum would be
my
there
mum
with a
would.
sewing
on-
pin
Yeah, yeah.
or a needle.
Oh, I was right. Indianapolis.
Girl,
Indianapolis.
I'm not too good at geography.
But that's where it currently is, and that was 4 a.m. this morning.
Come here, could still come.
It could still come. Well,
We have faith.
I feel like I never stress about things like that because I'm like, it's just like there's something.
Clothes. Yeah.
Like
You
as
will
long as
find something.
Yeah, there's much worse things that can happen.
Yeah, I feel like you never get to a point of being like, I'm not going.
No.
No, it never, stuff like that never works out to be like ruining plans.
No.
You might be in the height of it a little bit, but
Yeah, and I also was kind of late ordering stuff anyway, so I'm like, it's like I'm waiting months for this one dress. but,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it
yeah.
just was so late, so
you'll be fine.
it's fine. You're on your Hollywood
I'm going to my Hollybops
on your
live
vacation.
on my vacation. Can't bloody wait.
When you leave Saturday,
I leave on Saturday, so
Yeah.
by the time you listen to this,
you'll be
I'll be there.
sunning yourself.
I'll be bronzed. I'll be full of cocktails.
How long is it? A week?
7 nights, 8 days. Yeah.
Nice love.
Can't wait.
Oh,
Two of us just keep imagining. The two of us just keep imagining like what it's going to be like, and it's
Why?
very funny. Like he just keeps saying, he's like 8
like
weeks.
what if weird things happen? Like,
No, like
Oh.
he was just like he was like 8 weeks ago, like when we went on our first day. I never would have thought that. Like
it's 8 weeks.
yeah,
Alright.
well by the time we go, yeah, it'll be
Oh
8
my
weeks. Yeah.
God.
He was like, I never would have thought like, oh,
8
yeah,
weeks
8
later,
weeks
you'll be on
we'll
holiday.
We'll be going on a flight. Like he was like, I just can't imagine us in the airport and all. And I'm
I know what you mean.
yeah, he's
So,
like, what are we like? It's just
even though it's
so
so
funny.
comfortable, it's still
yeah,
like
it's still just. I was like, what are we going to be doing on the flight and all? He was like, no, just staring at you. I was like, okay. Like, I'm so excited.
I wonder what type of holiday like person he's gonna be.
Yeah, I say
What do you mean?
a holiday really shows a side of a person.
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
But I know he'll be up to crack it on,
Okay,
raring to go every
so
day
he's
and
not
all.
like a stay in bed. kind
no,
of-
oh, gee, as it is at home now, the man doesn't sleep.
really.
Oh no,
Oh, love that. though.
love early riser,
good.
yeah. But no, I'm just so excited. I booked us the lounge in the airport and all.
Oh,
Yeah,
What? Who are you flying with?
Erlingai,
lovely.
our
That-
favourite.
Love
Yeah, love Erlingus. So
I love them.
I'm buzzing. I'm excited.
Oh, that's so.
I just can't wait to go for dinners and get dressed up and
know.
like sit by the pool. And
Do you know what? That one thing I hate about when I went to Dano, I feel like I have to be much quicker getting ready.
Oh yeah,
Because when you're with girls, they can just chill. and all, but,
Yeah.
like, I feel bad him sitting there for ages, and I'm like still doing stuff. I'm like, oh fuck, I just won't do anything to myself.
yeah. And then
My
you
hair
end
ends
up,
up like a
yeah.
bush.
and then you end up feeling bad in yourself, and then
Yeah.
and then you're taking out on him because you were
yeah,
rushing getting ready.
Yeah, but he usually what I do now, so
Yeah,
I don't
what-
have that.
Tell me what to do
He'll
here.
just tell him to like go down for a drink
Okay.
or watch the match or something. Or if there's a bar across the road,
Just yeah.
or just send him off.
Okay. Don't have him in the room.
No,
Right.
not for too long, because then I feel like Antano's so punctual for me, and I'm like,
Is he?
yeah, and like it's fine to be punctual, but like he just be rushing me then.
Mm. Yeah. No. I
Even
might
when-
have to send
But
him
he'll
off.
rush me when he's not. Like the other day, I was going to the park or somewhere. He's like, "When are you leaving?" I was like, "This time." He's like, "Would you not want to start getting dressed?" I'm like, "I know when I'm leaving,
Yeah.
and I'll be fine." He's like my fucking dad.
Yeah. I'll have to send him off.
Yeah, send him off for a little drink,
Mm.
and then you can come down to the grand reveal.
Grand
It's nice to have a grand reveal too. If they see me getting ready, then
Oh.
there's not a grand reveal.
Oh, I like
You know
that.
what I mean?
that's
Then he can be like,
cute.
wow.
Yeah, it'll be his birthday when we're over there as well.
Oh,
So I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Oh, yeah. Oh, true. You sent him out for that anyway.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
excited. Fill you in when I'm back anyway.
I know, you can tell.
Hopefully it'll be all good news.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
I
No,
haven't
you're
been
fine.
on a holiday with a boy in years.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, years.
Yeah, actually.
So
Your last one.
buzzing.
What, was it the same place? No.
Kinda, I think Alicante, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah.
Better time
It's
this time! Yay! So Phone a Friend is part of our Dilemma segment every week where we phone a friend slash podcast listener.
You guys.
We put up a dilemma on our Instagram stories and ask for followers to offer their advice. So here is the dilemma that we got advice on. Hi Charleen and Ellie, listen to the pod every week and I love it. I never thought I'd email in, but here we are.
I love when people say that.
I
to
love
us,
it
yeah. They're like,
too.
never thought, but
You
here
never
we
think
are.
until something happens.
Yeah.
You're like, shit. Also, thank you so much. Long story short, I'm unsure about what to do next year. My BF. Oh my god, I thought you said my BF is dead.
You have to read the rest of
Oh
the
my
sentence,
god.
yeah.
Hang on, I need to start that again. My BF is dead set on moving to Australia, even just for 1 year. Just for context, we've been together a long time. My job means I would have no issue getting a job over there. I've spoken to many people about this, and it would be better pay over there for me too.
Oh.
The only issue is that I reckon I'd be extremely homesick. I'm so close to my family, and the thought of leaving them even just for a year kills me. Just the thought of it makes me cry. Any advice on what I should do? Thank you both.
So you guys have sent in some of your advice. So someone said, I just got back from spending 8 months solo traveling with my business with my boyfriend at home. Yes, 8
Oh.
months apart was really difficult, but if it's meant to be, it'll be. The first month or two were really hard for us both around Christmas, but after that, our communication got better than ever before and we adapted to the situation. If you don't think it'll suit you, let him go and do long distance. 1 year isn't that long in your life and he'll forever resent you if he doesn't go and you could go and visit him for a month or two if your job allows it. A holiday visa is free, so you'll have no issues getting in to see him. But from his perspective, I needed to travel for me and he wasn't feeling the same, but my boyfriend supported my decision and we're stronger than ever. That's
I
nice.
love that. We have someone literally saying she'd done 8 months and
Yeah.
it worked. Yeah, I feel like in the grand scheme of things, a year is nothing.
Nothing.
I think the
Think how
older you
quick it
get, the
flies
more
by.
it
Yeah.
goes so fucking quick.
Mm.
And they have new experiences. Like, I don't think that I know of anyone ever regrets going.
No.
You
Yeah.
always get something from it, whether
Yeah.
that's learning how to use a washing machine or like
Yeah.
like manage life for
It
yourself
will always benefit you.
in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely makes you grow. Then someone said, "Girl, 100% go. It is hard, but it's experience that everyone should have. You will learn so much about yourself. You can come home whenever you like. Just keep money for flights saved, just in case. I couldn't recommend it. Doing it enough, even if it's for you to hate it and come home.
Yeah, at least you can
Like
say
we
you
said, yeah.
tried it.
Yeah,
We always say that on the podcast. I'd rather have done something and say, do you know what, wasn't for me,
yeah.
than be sitting here wondering, well, what,
What
if? I
And
hate what if.
yeah, and even do like 6 months
Yeah.
or like
Don't
take it
set
in little
yourself-
blocks for yourself. Be like, right, I'll try 3, and then if you're at 3, you're like, oh, I can
Mhm.
do another 3. Like,
Yeah.
don't think of it as one big daunting year. Break it up.
Yeah, definitely. Someone said, I moved to Oz in January of this year and I was the exact same before I left. So close to my family and have really young siblings and my own 2 dogs, and it was the best thing ever. By the time it came to actually leaving, I had cried so much that I had no tears left. It's such an experience. Even to come for a year is
Yeah.
such an achievement. And to come and try it and to go home after 2 months is still so much more than most do. So give it a go.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
even 2 months. Just getting over the homesick part. Like, you'd be surprised that
And I'd
you
say,
actually can.
yeah, I'd say your family would want you to go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I could never ever imagine a family being like, no, stay.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think you're doing? Like,
Yeah.
they can't be selfish on their half as well.
They'd
They'd want
so
you
happy
to,
for you.
yeah, to travel and experience life, and like,
Live life.
they can't hold you back.
Then we have one saying, exact same here, but we did it 10 years later and we still wish we could do it again with our 4 kids. Life is short and capital letters, do it.
You have to do it.
I agree. It's such a different lifestyle over there, but like from us having been there, we obviously only were there on holiday, but I'd say do it.
Oh, you have to.
It's
Even
amazing.
to try it. If you last a week and say, do you know what, I know I'll never get over this homesick, and go home.
No, but give it like at least.
Someone else said, I think going on a 2 or 3 week trip there would be an opportunity for you to get a feel for the place first before committing to fully
Move.
before
Oh, yeah.
committing fully to move. But your boyfriend also needs to take your opinions on the move into consideration as well.
That's true.
True. But I think when you're there on a holiday, you treat it as a holiday.
Yeah.
Like we did. You're
And as
lit-
well,
it's a
you're-
holiday.
if you're going all the way over for a trip, you might as well go when you're moving.
Yeah.
Most people go having not ever been there before.
Yeah.
So maybe go with the intention of doing a few months even, and then you
Mm.
can always just stay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he needs to consider that as well. But I think the thought of it scaring you more than actually doing it.
The
Yeah.
doing of it. Yeah.
Go, explore, enjoy your life at the young age before you have to be a really responsible adult. The homesickness will go away and you'll learn so much more about yourself.
Definitely. Go for it. Home will always be the same. Don't miss opportunities to see the world.
Aww.
Girly, I think you gotta do it.
We've so many means of communication now. It's so easy to keep in touch. Living abroad 5 years, stock up on your favourite snacks and drinks. When I feel homesick, I call for chats and snacks. You find your people who are family away from home. Family and home is always there for you. I cried my eyes out on the plane with notes from the fam when I left. It was so therapeutic and I felt so loved.
That's so nice.
That's so cute.
Said this was my exact worry, and I'm here 2 years and hoping to stay for another 2.
Aww, see? Success
Your mind will
stories.
change.
Go for it. Home will always be the same. Don't miss opportunities to see the world.
I think you really need to do
And
it.
blue swimsuit is so
Mhm.
cute. Yeah, I think the general consensus is
Try it.
absolutely.
You
Yeah,
won't know until you try it.
exactly. And it's just such a beautiful place as well.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't, even though, you, like they said, like, you're far away, like, you feel so in touch with people
Mm,
still. Like,
yeah.
on FaceTime, like, there's so much new things you can do.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to Peak and Bleak of the Week. Our email address, by the way, if you want to send in your dilemmas, is holdmydrink@goloudnow.com. And if you want to be featured for Phone a Friend in particular, you can put that in the subject line of your email as well. So Peak or Bleak of the Week is one peak, which is the high, and bleak, which is the bleak of the week. What is your peak and bleak of the week?
My peak is that I'll be on holidays when you're hearing this. It's my peak, yeah.
Yeah,
Peak.
very good peak.
My bleak is had a doctor's appointment and I really need to change some shit in my life.
Yeah.
That was my bleak. Literally.
That
Guys, I'm too open on this podcast. It makes me
good.
sick. But yeah, I need it. But I'm not worried about that till after
No.
holidays.
No.
No.
And it's fine for now.
Yeah, in the gym and all, I was like, do you know what? I'm going away next week. There's no point in me changing
No,
anything
start
now.
fresh after. No.
Yeah, after holidays, I'm married, but I'm gonna go through a glow up within
I'm in that
myself.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Because once you're happy, it's like I felt like I just don't know.
Yeah.
I got into that zone of boyfriend.
Mm.
I'm in there 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm like I need to pretend like Daniel's after breaking
Mm.
up with me.
I need a glow up for health reasons.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yay. What's your peak of the
My
week?
peak is that my event is tomorrow.
Woo!
Woohoo! Really, really excited. And then the bleak is that my outfit hasn't come.
It's in
That's not the
Indianapolis.
Oh, and also it rained yesterday for our shoot that we had.
But you know what? It wasn't too bad.
True, actually, we got everything done. It's not really bleak.
It was just
The
cold.
bleak is only that I got soaking wet.
Yeah.
Thank God I didn't catch a cold or nothing.
Yeah, thank God.
It's summer. I shouldn't be catching no
Oh,
colds.
it's a joke. It's honestly.
So maybe the weather as well. Loads of bleaks this week. But thank you so much for listening. And again, a huge thank you to Erin and Taylor for coming on today.
Love you.
They are just both
Icon.
amazing women and
love.
we love them. You can go back to listen to our bonus episode from Monday, Home I Drink Extra Juice, so make sure to listen back to that now before a new bonus episode next Monday. And don't forget you can watch us on YouTube now as well. So every Thursday at 12 we have episodes on YouTube. You can listen and watch us as well.
Hope it didn't flash us.
Yeah, please God. Make sure to like, rate and subscribe to the podcast and we love you.
Love you.
Bye.